This is what we came in for.
This goddamn song the whole time, and I wasn't even in the fucking stream. I don't remember him ever putting that there like that long. I remember a little bit. I don't like that at all. I'm quitting the shows because of that. It doesn't save it. This does not save it. This is terrible. It's noon creeps. It's no creeps. Noon creeps. No noon. New known. The stream will begin soon. I'm pretending Luke is still not here. I have things to kill. I have important things to kill. There's some aliens. Some aliens.
Well, I got an important thing to get to.
Oh, that's not the alien. That's the cameraman. I can't kill the cameraman. And there's tanks, dude. What am I doing with these tanks? Please. Come on. Stop shooting at me. I'm trying to do a professional broadcast. This is a professional broadcast, you goddamn alien invader. Here we go. Over to that one. Oh, boy. Only Luke was also, I'm so glad he's pretending he's not here. I want to finish this mission so I can shut the goddamn game off.
I'll be here in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
Saints Row 3. Nope, don't hear him at all. Saints Row 3 remastered. 2011 game, I believe. Remastered for 2020. Oh, I'm supposed to be going somewhere. All right. Well then. Spaceship.
Oh, buddy,
If only Luke was here.
What's up, creeps?
Shit.
What are you? Oh, you gotta play video game. Oh, we lost someone who plays video games on stream, so now you gotta like pick up the slack. It's a lot of heavy slack. Never mind. I can't even.
I shouldn't have played right up until the start of this program. It's a drug. Video games are a drug. Is it just, I mean, it's not just me, but is it just select some What is it? Well, how is the goddamn title in that? The channel on Twitch is called Creeps Nation. The fucking show on Twitch is called Noon Creeps. No goddamn space because they don't allow the word creeps even on a channel called Creeps Nation. It's no space, but still, it's not good. You can't have that name.
We break rules wherever we go, I guess. That's all.
We're just naughty, naughty boys. Naughty boys. Boy, oh boy, some what a time it's been since the last episode of Night Creeps.
I'm not sure we should ever do a Night Creeps again. I'm a little
I
scared.
don't know. I don't know if we should even. Oof, that's a box. It's a box you might not want to open.
Yeah, Hack Ride. It's the real puzzle box.
I mean,
what happens?
Hacka. Seriously, the guy wants to go up there with a second-rate Jim Grindle impression and his dumb little mask. Jesus Christ. Jim Grindle is a large portion, a second, like a fucking fourth-rate odorous Urungus, an eighth-rate odorous Urungus impression, and then you're a fucking third-rate Jim Grindle impression, Hack. Jerk off.
Well, see, that's why he that's why Mr. Casey Day exposed himself.
Don't expose the real. We cannot put this evil juju onto Casey Day the man.
Yeah,
only upon this is serious magic we're working with here, Luke.
I guess
that's
so.
The point is what you were trying to say that I completely hijacked from you. The point you were trying to make is that he's messing around with that little puzzle box, but we've got the real box, and you don't want us to open it because we will come. I'm gonna come.
Don't come.
This guy has like the fanciest setup right now. Luke back there for an audio show. Boy, oh boy. Anyhow, go on. Go on.
Yeah, so are we really devils? Are we really ghouls? Have we tapped into the darkness because we've been talking about the darkness for so long? I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
I do know, but I can't tell.
Oh, gee, of course. Yeah, here he is working his his creep magic behind the scenes like he always does. He's probably talking to Satan right now and trying to figure out if Satan is on someone else's side. I mean, Jesus, where does it end?
Yeah, you're talking to Satan right now. You see, magic. You know magic. It's real, at least in a very Freddy Krueger like sense. Yeah, great. You went and got fucking cigarettes, but is there coffee here in the cup? Is there coffee in the cup? I don't see coffee in the cup. I see cigarettes in your hand, a lighter in my hand, but I see a cup void of coffee. There is no coffee in this cup.
I gotta go get my coffee. Thanks for reminding me. I'll be back.
Yeah, I bet normal people they get their coffee in a carafe. I bet this guy drinks it from a giraffe. You know, we have a wonderful video to play, but I think we may have a special guest in a minute. I'm gonna have to figure out how to. Well, I don't do well. I definitely don't. Shut up, Jim. So, Hack Ride, do you really want to open the box? I think it's important that you don't. I think it's important. French presses are not homosexual, Becky. A French press is quite delicious. Homosexual is slobbing it straight out the giraffe. I'm going to stick with it until I make it work. I'm going to figure out how eventually and it's going to work. I'm sure it's just going to end up with a joke about Luke blowing a giraffe. That's what I'm trying to avoid this whole time. But it's going to work. I'm having Cafe Bustelo stuffed into a Keurig pod. Jake Hudson might be coming on the show later. I just got a note from Jake Hudson that Jake Hudson would like to come on the show later. So I don't know. Maybe Jake Hudson will appear on the show later, but we'll see if Jake Hudson is on this show later. Anywho, I wish I could show you guys this game. It's pretty neat. I'm flying an alien spaceship right now as part of a movie. I don't know if you know the Saints Row execute the virus. How, you donkey? How? Well, Saints Row is a wacky series where you can even customize your characters' genitalia. If that gives you an idea. It's where like gangs kind of run the world and they're the celebrities, gang leaders. And in this game you play as a shut up, I'm talking about an important thing. You play I gotta go under the bridge. I'm trying to fly under a bridge. You play as a gang leader who is like a super celebrity. And you've got to you're in this movie, so like you're filming scenes for a movie called, I think it's called like Gangsters in Space or something. Jews in Space. Other wacky things that happen throughout. Wacky and wild and wacky things indeed. Hey, welcome back, Luke. Glad you don't fucking train your children to fetch your coffee during these live. I want a last sip. There's like a quarter cup.
They're too small for that. I don't want to burn them.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I have to lock them in a room so that they don't bother me. Come on.
I don't know if that was good, but it tasted delicious. When was that cup from? I mean, it couldn't have been more than 12 hours old. From directly last night or this morning. See, sometimes we're idiots and we use way too many coffee cups in the morning. That is not more than 12 hours old. I'm pretty sure that's this morning's cup of coffee I just drank. Because what she just did was she took my cup that was there, and then there was her cup behind it from earlier, or my cup from earlier. See, that's what happens. You see, I start with a cup because I get up, right? Now, doesn't this remind you of a story that you might hear on a really boring fucking show that would just kind of just say anything just to say words to hear themselves speak? Maybe, yeah. In fact, it is that kind of a story. So let me just stop. No, it's a different thing. It's a different thing, man, because it's happening live here. It just happened where I may have accidentally drank some disgusting coffee. So that's totally different. You can discuss that stupid thing. But there's some people, Kai Brancaccio, whose wife's pussy smells like a dead baby, like 18 dead babies from all the dead babies she aborted before she met Kai Brancaccio. But anyway, so when it happens live on the air, you can discuss it, maybe bring it up. The fact that what happens is I wake up early, I make a cup of coffee, I drink it, most of it. Woman comes hours later, fresh hot cup of coffee. We end up sharing that eventually, or it might even be the third cup in the day. You know, we have our own cups at some point, but by the third, we're sharing a cup. So the earliest cup ends up on the left, and the newest cup ends up right next to it, close to me. And I was just drinking from it, and the bitch just took it. And I ended up drinking very delicious old coffee. It tasted really good. So I ain't crying. Anyway, back to the show.
Well, I'll tell you this. Here, right now it's about 50 3 degrees. The sky
Right now
is
it's all about-
dotted with clouds. But it's a nice. It was a crisp morning, a beautiful.
they
In the
happy
afternoon
little
is turning out
clouds?
to be very happy little clouds and wonderful little trees. Just put them right there on a little phthalo blue up in the top there. And oh man, I gotta tell you what a fall from grace. Well,
Okay.
if you can call that grace, if you can call hitching a ride with a bunch of convicts,
Hey,
grace,
hey,
huh?
hey. They get
Yes?
double the views of us easy, okay?
Oh my God!
They did 100 shows on our old channel, which I have to tell you some. Well, I have.
Hold on.
I have an.
Yes, of course. It's one of those things that we do where it's an announcement.
Yes, an announcement. The us folk here, the rest of us, Luke of the Bind, Jim Grindle, Damien J. Rogers, Charles Whedon, and Mr. Stone have regained access to our old content from the old channel. Over 300 live videos have been returned to us. And not only have they been returned to us, access given to download directly from the studio, they have been once again made live and public to the world. That's right, folks. You can now witness history as it unfolded. And that is because, Lou just, he said, hey, you guys, here's the thing. Haha, tee-hee, joke's over. He was just pranking us, Luke. He was just pranking us.
It wasn't it wasn't the scary dark forces.
It was not
that
a
may be able to tickle. I was listening to those two. Beef!
Beef! No, that wasn't what it was. What it actually was is Kai Brancaccio, he put this wicked evil spell, because Kai Brancaccio also works with a sort of magic. But again, we've been speculating he's like Colin Robertson's, like an energy vampire. But it's not. It is kind of like that, but it's magic energy. He's like a dabbler. He is the epitome of a dabbler. He wants to see this world. He's just like he's a human. He's a mortal, Luke, a mere mortal, and he's trying.
We can take care of that.
Look, it's like that story where we're like, what's his name? Carpupius or something. One of those Greek jerk-offs. They were flying through the air and they I don't know, he met a bunch of hobgoblins or something. I don't recall. Maybe they're piss goblins. I don't know. But he met these creatures and they were like, hey, we got the best meat in the world. We have a secret. We mix it with blood and the honey. And he's like, well, if that's that good, I've got to try it. And this guy was like the god of art or some kind of bullshit. God of art and wine. I don't know. Don't listen to me. I ain't a doctor. This guy fucking went down there, went to go have the mead. But it was like how to serve man kind of twist where they're like, well, we make it out of blood, but it's your blood. So they gutted him and then they took all of his blood and they made their mead with it. Zeus found out about this. Everyone thought he was going to be pissed and enraged, and he flew on down there. They all thought they were going to be smited. The hobgoblins were trembling. And instead, he just wanted all the mead for himself. He wanted that blood honey mead all for himself. And he took it and he flew away. But I guess he was a little drunk already or something. And he was just like being very irresponsible with this big bag full of like the greatest mead that instills you with the gift of art and poetry and song and gab and all of that. It is the elixir of art is what they made with this guy's blood and the honey. And Zeus is flying away to hoard it all to himself, but he's just a douche and he's like breaking bottles as he goes. It was old times. They didn't really have like foam cushionings and they weren't smart back then. And it started dripping all over the place, and that's where mediocre talent comes from. Mediocre poets,
Hey.
mediocre musicians.
Wait a
etc.
minute. I'm
It literally
dripping-
says mediocre in the Greek fable. It's
Mead.
literally
Mead.
so all these little drops and Kai Brancaccio, whose wife's hole is wider than the name something wide.
A French press?
Wide. A French
Oh.
press is actually very narrow and
Oh.
delightful, despite
She's the
Becky's
opposite of a French press.
words. Wider than Becky's cunt.
That's pretty
Wider than don't say lose butthole. Don't say lose butthole. Loose butthole.
wider than the giant space between dumb Stevie's ears.
Kai Brancaccio lives for these drops. He thinks if he scours the land for all the places that these drops of blood honey have spilt, he can build up enough mediocre power to actually have magic. But
He's
that's
the
not how it
Renfield.
works, you silly boy.
Like we said, he is the half. Yes, he's not an energy vampire. He's a half. He's like a tramp. He's like a half tramp vamp.
I don't know. Are you correct, Becky? I mean, I know it was a C name, so I was aiming towards Copernicus, but that's why I butchered it, because I don't remember who it was.
He has to go to people like Joey C, who he himself, Joey C, basically has to squeeze that kind of juice out of all the big
Joey,
guys.
Listen, stop it right now, Luke. You need to learn to,
He has no
treat
juice
people
to
with a
squeeze out.
delicate glove. Joey C is under the mind control of other sorcerers like Gino Biscanti, okay? And even though he doesn't know who he is, but he still mind controls through his minions and his little orchestrations. It's still entrapping and ensnaring Joey C.
Do you mean
and
the
I
real
think
piss
we should be
goblin?
kind to this animal. Be kind to animals.
The true piss goblin, Gino Visconti, the one who
No. We have,
pisses
listen,
upon the ones below him.
Sure, but I'm a firm believer in appropriated magic, basically stealing mojo.
Yeah,
as
like
you-
mine. That's what's happening.
Yeah,
here,
right.
people.
Yeah, right. You're the fat girl I keep around to make me look prettier.
Hey, that was my joke about Joey C.
You're-
Anyway, Joey C.
You're the
fat
Kai's
girl.
wife that I keep around to make me look. Okay, I'm sorry.
Just to hang around in the chat rooms and annoy people. Hello.
No, I am making a joke about, but appropriating. So, like, if someone comes up, look, the term "piss goblin" is too goddamn awesome to allow it to be. Even though folks like Gino, folks like Kai, fall better under the piss goblin banner, it's still. And it's the only good thing he's ever. It made no sense. Actually, didn't you figure out he was just stealing a Jim Norton joke or something like that? Like, piss goblin's not even his creation. It's just something. This guy disappeared. Now it looks like the set of fucking Donkey Kong. Oh my goodness! I got to show it to you guys. So it's 1 second. Here's a Hulk Lou. That's the closest picture. This guy just vanishes and leaves me. There he is. Oh boy. Anyway, there it is. No creeps again. What were we talking about? So how are we doing? Ready to start the show?
So, I just had to grab something. I didn't have any weed. Oh, it doesn't even look good. Oh, no, it looks like
And you know what? This wonderful woman. She's giving me dirty looks. She's listening. She's so mad right now. She doesn't know. This wonderful woman. That's all I said was that you were wonderful, stupid. Fuck out of here. Put your dumb fucking music back on. Get away from me. She was already away. She didn't hear that last part. Your music's too loud. It's not your music, it's the boy. Oh, speaking of music, Green Day came out with a new song today. My son alerted me to it. And I had asked him, hey, what have you, Luke disappeared now. I had asked my boy, what have you heard about Green Day recently? Yeah, maybe that is something, Becky. Maybe that is something. So anyhow, good thing that I ramble and I detract and blah 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 so much that he could fall out and come back in and I still won't he won't miss a beat. So anyway, my son and
All right, there
I
we go.
were talking about I asked him what is Green Day up to politically these days? Where do they sit? Because they basically went silent all through Trump, as outspoken as they were. And usually people who have gone silent during Trump, it's probably because they see what's going on and they don't want to be labeled as a right winger like the rest of us, like a far right Nazi.
Well, a
Because
lot of them too are just holding on to not be labeled. They want to see where the chips fall. Some of them,
maybe, but again, right is not a bad thing, you fucking jerk offs, and neither necessarily is left. Right and left are two fine things. You need two wings to fly, baby bird. But they're fine things. It's the far where there's a problem. Gandhi was right. He was a right winger. Okay. If you look at the spectrum of political ideologies, Gandhi was on the right. As far as I took this fucking fancy test, I mentioned it millions of times before when I was working in politics, and it put me just slightly left of Gandhi as far as my ideologies go. Those haven't changed, and yet I am now a far right Nazi in this world that we exist. So sure, maybe you don't want to throw. This is not a hand to go all in on. So yeah, you don't want to fucking put all your chips in one pot right now or show your cards or whatever fucking analogy you just used. You're not going to want to. It is strategically stupid. So when somebody goes silent currently, it might mean something. And then what's the first thing we hear from them? They take the new theme song. They're the new theme song makers for Bill Maher's show, Real Time, which now that's kind of puts them a little bit more right aligned. And then if you listen to their new song, The American Dream is Killing Me. And when I say right, because it's so loaded now, Donkey Luke, Donkey Luke.
I'm not.
It's a Freudian slip right in Kyron Caccio's big fat wife's pussy hole.
I don't know. You're gonna start a new network
new
with
song,
Lou, aren't you? That's where this is leading.
Yep. I mean,
Green Day stinks. You're right.
What do you want me to bring Jake Hudson on? Yo, the voice of Billy Joe Armstrong or whatever the fuck his name is. Terrible now. Terrible. Like it's just
really
real high pitched and filtered but otherwise I don't know. It's an all right song. It's nice and hard hitting and
so I was listening. Yeah,
nice.
I disappeared for a minute, but I was listening, and you had said Jake might be coming on this. How is that even possible that Jake would be coming on this stream? He completely.
It'd be crazy if Jake Hudson came on the stream, but we would have to do that later because we do have some things to get through. We actually, one of them, maybe we'll have Jake on for a segment. In fact, Jake, if you're listening, give me a confirmation, but maybe we'll have Jake do the segment where we're going to watch a certain video from Catalano TV from his good. We know Jake loves Kai Brancaccio. And I thought it would be nice to check out and support Kai Brancaccio and his new video. This day in grossly embellished history.
That.
Yeah. Did you watch it?
I did not click upon that.
Good. Then let's talk about it later. And we'll bring Jake in for that bit. And we'll do that right before we get out of here. We got a few other things we got to get to. We went live early for a reason and we kind of yammered through that. Whoops. So there's some beef going on these days, huh?
With who?
Well, it'd have been good if either of us had uploaded those videos. But the good thing is I recently cleaned out my, oh no, where are they? Oh no, I threw them all out after I sent them to you. Whoops. So you got to upload them all right now. All 4 of them in order they were sent to you. Please And you could just upload the one. We'll play it and then upload the rest after that because the first one is the longest. No, the first one I sent you is actually the third one, technically, right? I got
no. Oh, you know that you told me a time. It's funny. You sent me all those clips, right? Then you told me a timestamp because you were like, "Oh, I think he talked. This might be where it said. Oh, wait, he might already said something." So then I listened to all of your clips, and then I jumped to the. I put my finger on to jump to the timestamp, and I jumped directly to where your last clip was, where he says, "Yeah, you know, maybe I was talking about that guy," and it was just hilarious that I found exactly what you were.
Yeah, that's the last one. Where the fuck? Where did I send them? I don't see them. That's because they don't have thumbnails.
Yes, you sent him to Telegram.
Oh, okay. So then they are in order. Are you putting them? There's 4 of them. There's the 60 megabyte, 11, 4.9, and 4.0.
Buy me some time.
Yeah, I just do that for 33 minutes and 40 seconds. You need a producer. Listen, don't try to Jake Hudson us, Becky, okay? Don't try to show your worth and then flip the script and want to get paid or something. I mean, Damien doesn't pay us. We are indentured servants on the DJR network. And that's right, Richard Kish. There is a God indeed, as this is an afternoon creeps. A no-oon creeps. No-oon. No-oon.
Now, do you want to play the other video? Though I had uploaded that one to YouTube.
What? No, we'll play that after, wouldn't we? I mean, okay. Wouldn't that make more sense? I'll go look for this thing you mentioned. What's it on your Luck of the Bird thing?
Well, it's privated. I had sent you
so it's in the
link.
Thing.
Yeah, it's in the thing.
Long story short, it's in the thing, huh? Hello, cock licker. Okay, I found it. You don't matter.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's play this while he's doing all that. Well, that's just what we're gonna have to do, ladies and gentlemen. We're just gonna have to play this while he does that. So here we go. Coming up right now. Whatever the hell this is. Do you want to talk about piss goblins? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the true piss goblins.
On a live stream. Gino goes on a live stream and he was sniping us. Oh, that's another reason why I like Pat Dixon, because it drives Gino crazy. But Gino snipes us now on Saturday, but he starts late or something. But like 40 people watch it, and even when Gino goes live and he's not sniping me, like 40 people watch it. So Gino has like 40 fans.
We get better numbers on BYB than Gino gets on his Gratcast right now.
Wow.
Speaking of which,
yeah, and so do we. Well, not on the Gratcast, but on his regular.
He was talking a bunch of shit about our buddy Bobby P, who passed away from BYB. He's gone on air twice now and said bad shit about a friend of ours that just died.
Why would he do that?
Gino Bisconti, you're a fucking human piece of shit. You go fuck yourself, buddy. If you want to fucking talk shit on someone who just died, then you can go fuck yourself, Gino. And after I'm done with Asian Pat Dixon, I'll fucking come see you next, you fucking goon. You're fucking
Why not use Gino Bisconti for a tune-up for this Friday?
Because he's not even worth the fucking scum.
Yeah, we know where to find him.
He's so emotional, isn't he, right now?
What's he saying about your buddy?
Emotional.
I don't want to repeat it because it's fucked up.
Was Gino even know the guy?
It was?
Our buddy, he's not. His body's barely fucking cold, and Gino's saying nasty shit about our friend. So I see you, Gino, and I won't forget that. I've fucking been cool with that guy. I've had his back for a long time. I've had his back through all this.
Yeah, you always stood up with him.
Wasn't that kind of why you didn't like
Pat? Which is kind of ironic now.
Well, they say
it's not about him no more.
Violence
get it next.
Begets violence.
Talking that shit about someone who just died. A dead person, he's gonna go and talk shit like that.
You know, it'd be funny if you and fucking If you want Pat Dixon got a
Doesn't
line now to go after Gino,
teaching
and,
your
and
little
Pat Dixon became
douche
your trainer because he
minions-
knows how to fight Gino.
Oh wow, that'd be
this-
Pat Gino's a piece.
This
Pat
is
Dixon's
just a
piece of
stupid
shit, too, so
suggestion.
both
Well,
those
who's
fucking
who's a
guys.
bigger piece of shit?
You know, right now, I used to be able to make that call real
Yeah,
easy.
they're
And
kind
I
of
can't,
an
I can't make that call no more.
Yeah, so
They're both
My enemy
lower
is
than
my
fucking
friend,
scum.
kind of
Not
Jesus
anymore.
Christ, is it over yet?
situation. No,
No, because I'm a straight
Oh,
shooter,
my-
man. Sorry, people don't like me because of that.
Straight
and That's fucking
shooter.
fine.
That's not
I'll
why
tell you to
people
your
don't like
face
you.
If you're gonna fucking,
That is not
I'm
why
getting
people
hyped
don't
up
like
here.
you,
I
Stevie
shouldn't. I
Lou.
gotta fucking focus on the task at hand. Asian
Getting
Pat
high,
Dixon.
getting high.
Yeah. Okay. Well, me too. But anyway, I got to focus on the same task there. Yeah. What about why violence begets violence? But oh, your mom died of cancer. Ha 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 ha. Teaching your little minions like Jerry and fucking Derek and all of them to laugh like a fucking obnoxious pig anytime something happens in the real world. Like this is what we've talked about many times here, Luke. The responsibility even somebody telling a joke has. You don't have to meet that responsibility. You have the choice as a fucking autonomous human being to not meet that responsibility, but stop acting like the responsibility is not there. Because it is. Because when you do that poorly, like Gino does, when you're such a fucking hack and all you do is ride on shock material and fucking racism and tropes and screaming like a lunatic, who even does that? Ranting, not letting anybody talk, you big mouth guinea prick. I mean, seriously, that
What
just
kinda
that-
idiots
that-
would
that
be
sounds
that
so
way?
unappealing. Who even would be like that at all? But what did you say, Luke?
Yeah, come on. How? No one wants to hear some Italian just screaming and ranting and raving and not letting anyone
sure,
else
you're just
talk,
doubling
especially
down on my
his
joke.
squinty-eyed
Thanks.
co-host.
Thanks. But when you train your little minions, that's why when Jerry screams N-word, 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 N-word on your show and you enable and encourage and foster that behavior, what you don't realize is then Jerry goes out in the real world, Bradley goes out in the real world, and they say this to people. Usually from the comfort of a computer screen, hidden, like neither of them would look to fucking a black man and call them the N-word like they do with fucking Stone, like they have done with Stone, Derek, all of them, all your buddies, like they will literally be quote unquote friends with a black man. And then when he turns his back, call him a fucking N-word. So that's what you get, Gino, when you fucking live with that kind of hackish material and you don't back it up. Oh, we're just crying through the pain. We're just laughing through the pain. No bullshit, jerk off. You're just exploiting half-wit morons, just like any other fucking hack racist garbage creature would do. You're just a fucking predator preying upon the weak. That is all you are. And these are the consequences of your fucking predatory behavior, you piece of shit. But Stevie Lou, the crying hypocrite, lying, psychotic, delusional bitch that he is, and everybody at BYB, if they have a fucking problem with it, are insane. They're because and we know this. So technically, is it their fault? They're broken meat. They're rotting carcasses roaming the planet. That's all they are. They're not real people. They don't have they just don't have that in them. They don't have it in them. Maybe they're somewhat real people. Okay, maybe they're a little real.
No, they're
you can't
NPC
save them. No, I don't
zombies.
know.
You
That's
can't-
why I'm
no.
stumbling. Maybe
That's why-
maybe it's not all their fault too. Okay.
No, this is.
Would
but-
they be doing it without Gino? Would they be laughing? Literally. You could be like, Luke could come onto a show with these guys that he's doing shows with every day. And he could say, oh, something really bad just happened in my life. And they would go, ha, ha, ha. Like literally talking about it. Fucking,
that's not
the
how we are
woman
here.
here, her father passed away of cancer while we were doing FGTZ. could not fucking bring it up at all. Because like, oh, I'm not going to be here on air. Not that I would have, but literally, it was like, yeah, we're dealing with some stuff right now. I think backstage talking to whoever were in the group. Yeah, I'm going to be away for like a week. We got to go to Jersey. Woman's father's dying of cancer. We got to like take care of him. Ha 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 ha. That's what they do in a social fucking situation among people they fucking know. And you're going to cry because your God, Gino, has a fucking opinion that your fucking drunken fucking friend who is too stupid to do the right fucking steps decided to cold turkey alcohol? You die when you cold alcohol when you're that much of an alcoholic.
Also,
real help.
Someone might have been telling him that he needs to quit. And he may have taken that as, okay, I need to quit right now, and just didn't take the right steps when there's someone very close to their show who's been going through the same exact thing and has been talking about it for 6 months at least now. And that's Ski Mask. He has the same problem. And he's even said, oh, it's really dangerous to detox from alcohol on your own. He's talked about this numerous times. But I know that.
Excuse me, though, Luke and Becky. What she's saying, that's the culture Gino creates. The fan that died after the roast. He fucking literally killed a guy from COVID and then laughed about it while he knows the guy's children are fucking there listening.
And Aaron was at the funeral, and he was
Gino
still
Bisconte killed a man by literally irresponsible. Look, we have the same beliefs. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we have the same fucking beliefs about COVID and masking and mandates and vaccines and all this shit, right? Except I know you do because we share them. So we all share the same goddamn things with Gino. That's part of what drew us to fucking Gino. But not one of us would sit there fucking 1 foot from some fat, morbidly obese fucking old person's face in the middle of the COVID pandemic and in their fucking nose. Not one of us would have fucking done that. Gino Bisconte killed that fucking man and then laughed about it in front of his fucking son. And you fucking fragile little fruits over at BYB, Stevie Lou, Derek, the rest of you clowns are offended now? Good.
It's in my backyard. It affects my
to feel something.
Emotions. But it's me now. It's me that feels bad, so it can't be good because I'm feeling bad now.
No good. Oh, wait, that was about me. That comes close to me. You're a sensitive pussy if it's about you, but now it's all they ever are. It's all they've ever been.
I'm a sensitive pussy when my family
all
is
of
brought
them
into
are
your
this
fucking
way.
mouths. But it's whatever. It's not real. We're just making jokes. It's just, but that's what we do, right? Ha ha ha. Fucking idiots.
And yes, Richard Kish, Gino will the moment you die, he's gonna go ha ha ha. And like in a week and a half from now, when Richard Kish dies because he's so old, Gino's gonna go ha 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 ha. Now you see, there's the difference, Gino, from somebody who actually knows what they're doing with the craft you get paid for, and you, a fucking hack who doesn't know shit, doesn't deserve shit, isn't worth shit. Fucking Gino cocksucker. The joke isn't going, oh, Richard's dead. Ha 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 ha. Oh, your mom died of cancer. Ha ha. That's not the joke, stupid. The joke is going to your dear friend who you care for and saying, you're going to die soon, old man. That's dealing with pain, the pain of mortality, the knowledge that we will die. That's dealing with it with humor, with honesty, with openness. You stupid fucking prick. That's a rant.
That's a rant. So
what about you? What's your thoughts on this? Where do you stand on this matter? Did we play? Do you got Gino's words? Did you have them in yet?
They're up in the private chat. I had to upload them to YouTube because of the file that you gave me.
Should we play them, or do you want to you want to give your words first? What do you want to do?
I'll give some words. I think
give some words.
It is, yeah, man. It's funny because you think
those are great words.
You think those are jokes by Gino. You think Gino is just joking all the time, But he
doesn't
is
know what a
true
joke
in the
is.
fact that he does not give a shit about you people, especially if he considers you weak. Because Gino is the strong boy who latches onto a bigger strong boy and siphons off of their audience and tries to get people to like him from them, like Artie, like Anthony, who are both people who are very fucked up, if you think about it. Artie doing his cocaine, doing his heroin, snorting shit, getting all in. And Gino thinks that is him paying dues by him sitting next to somebody else who is more popular and him basically being their party buddy. And he thinks that that's paying dues. And and what happens is he didn't cultivate his own audience. So now when he's got all these people that think they like him because they like Anthony, because they like Compound. But if you really knew Gino, you probably wouldn't like him. Look what happens to all of his friends, like real friends. Who are his real friends? Only the people who he can put on the screen. Now,
Yeah, and I was about to say, his so-called friends, notice they all have the same smug, half embarrassed, I'm with my gross drunken uncle, but I gotta be here smirk
I'm
on their
with the
fucking
guy
face.
who, I don't invite to my own party.
Including Keanu.
Ooh.
Keanu wears that smirk the fucking the brightest.
Well, again, she likes to drink. She likes to get fucked up. So he is the more.
You know, it's the
fucked up
same thing as
person.
Kaya Brancaccio, whose wife's cunt is big, fat, and stinky, latching on to Joey C, the bigger talent in that. Go on, sorry.
Yeah, it's the same.
That was
thing.
just a
It's the
great
same.
joke
Just
I
like-
came up with on my own in this moment. That's what that was.
Just like me latching on to Jimmy because he's so popular and so many people. I'm gonna get so many fans by being with Jim Grins here. That
You're gonna get all 81 of my fucking
that's
fans.
right. They're coming with me. You better watch out, whether they like it or not. By the way, how do you like my fancy setup here, huh? Yeah, I figured out how to hook up.
You gave me a
everything
shut up
right.
because I don't even want you to talk because you gave me an idea that is so blaringly brilliant based off of what you did there that we'll talk about it later. But if
Ooh,
I
I
even
think I know
we
what
talk
you're
even anymore, it's so obvious. Someone's gonna figure it out. They're gonna go, oh shit, I know what they're talking about already, and they're gonna do it because that's how great it is. Coming soon.
Okay.
Stay tuned. Hashtag.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, by the way, Luke, what I got to say about everything your rant right there, mine was better.
Yeah, yours was more passionate. I can't drum up the passion for this.
Because I've dealt with
I
this for
don't-
2 years with these fucking people, the hypocrisy and the bullshit from all of them, like every last one of them. And you know what? Good for both teams. Not that Bobby P's dead. Not good for his family or the children he wasn't taken care of.
That's a
Apparently,
travesty.
He must have. It's a travesty. It truly is a travesty. And I'll say a nasty little comment about somebody who did a nasty little thing, but that doesn't mean to make the point, it doesn't mean they deserve death or I'm happy about their death. I am not happy that Bobby P is dead. That's a very sad thing. But at the same time, don't know a nigga. Don't really give a fuck.
Well, of all the things, I mean, I gotta tell you, I dealt with a big death recently over the past few years, and if I had known Bobby better, it probably wouldn't have done me very well. And I'm not to be selfish or anything.
Yeah.
But if
I'm
I had been
sad a little bit just from the little bit I knew of him.
from knowing him and knowing about him and seeing him on the screen with the other guys and knowing that
sad's a bad word. I
know that Jerry's
I say,
probably
aw, that's terrible. That's a travesty.
Jerry's very upset, and I like Jerry a lot.
Yes,
and
I feel
that's-
bad for those left behind on it.
Yes, yes.
Jerry, Derek for sure. You can see the pain in his stoic, wooden, personality-less face.
Oh, really? Just when
Yeah, it bleeds through.
I couldn't tell. I really couldn't tell. But he may have lost a few people. I know he was into some crazy drugs, and I don't know. Portland or wherever Oregon seems a little wild. So people probably fall off of dirt bikes and shit all the time.
Weird.
Him getting his it's probably not a big thing, him getting paralyzed out there. We think it is, but I bet you everyone gets paralyzed over there.
Sure. Look, anybody who's died in Gino's line of sight in the last 4 fucking years, he has laughed at, and all of these mongrels at BIB have laughed along with him. And not only have they laughed with him at him laughing at people's tragedy. They, in their real lives, have laughed at the tragedy of others. Stevie, Derek, Bradley Williams, in Hot Water's Superman, Jerry Shepardini, Bobby Peden himself. I don't know if Bobby Nick does that behavior. And I know Bruce showed up. They replaced Bobby P with Bruce for a day. Bruce showed up, and I don't think he was someone who laughed at folks' tragedy, because he had a lot of personal struggle. I don't think he liked that, because he dealt with some cancer shit and didn't like people laughing at cancer like Gino did. But hey, to each their own. He didn't judge. If I recall our conversations correctly, he just didn't partake. But Derek, Jerry, Bradley, Bobby P, 100%, all those people have laughed at the tragedies of others, including people they know well, for the last couple of years.
And I'm wondering,
Gino. So fuck BYB, fuck Gino, fuck Stevie Lou. And sorry to hear about sympathies to the family of Robert Peden.
I'd hate to think it, but I know that for a while, a lot of them didn't really like me when we were all still a group together. And I'm sure they said some shit about like my personal things that was upsetting me, because I didn't mention it much, but when I did, it affected me. So that's what you get. We're the ones that they call evil too. We're the ones that are supposed to be these terrible people. But we are actually
goblins,
the ones who have tragedies in our lives, who have lived through a bunch of shit, and we understand what that does to people and how it can knock you off your game. It can change you. You're going to be different after this, all of you, probably, and it's not going to hit for a little while either. You're doing all these shows, and you're trying to bury how you feel. Well, it's not going to work for too long.
I'm just told saying. Jake Hudson was attempting to profit off of the death of Bobby P. Is this true? I'd like to hear more about this. And real cancer, not fake cancer, is what they would laugh at. Gino laughs at, not the fake cancer. Bobby P came on our show about 8 months ago and said he was diagnosed with at 3 a.m, then retracted it all, said he was going to die in 6 months.
Yes, said he was going to die in 6 months on our show.
8 months later, actually did die a week after.
A week after we did some spells and stuff. But there was
do nothing.
It wasn't us. It's not real. It's not. No, none of
magic
it's real.
Isn't real. Ding dong, stupid, dirty Dalish. Why did she have to use real magic? We were just pretending. If she knows magic, shouldn't she have known that we are powerful sorcerers, and that we were gonna just, even in a jest, subvert her real magic and redirect it into an act? What the fuck?
Sorry.
That was her fault. That wasn't us. That was her own negligence.
I didn't even
were pretending. We were acting. We had no that's like loading a real bullet into a stage gun. She put a real bullet into a stage gun. That was not right.
We thought it was paper that was just flash paper, but it was an actual bullet.
Up.
She's the one that said she had some spell books and maybe we could do a spell. I was just going to have her on, talk about her sign and stuff. She was like, I'm a witch. Let's get this on. And I'm like, all right.
But she was in a cat face. I thought she was joking. I thought she was
her own familiar.
Maybe she was a real witch. Sure. Look, real witches, sorcerers, and the like, they can act like, pretend to be witches and sorcerers in productions and not use real magic. Just like you could pretend to shoot somebody and not really shoot them. It's a movie. It's a production. She was irresponsible. She put real fucking magic in there.
Yeah, we didn't mean to do that. But
no.
It just goes to show that FAFO, you know what I mean?
I'm not gonna let that hang. Alec Baldwin got in big trouble, and he didn't load that gun. He was just the actor who fired the gun, but was the other actors in the scene. So who fired the gun? If she was the person who loaded the gun, did we fire it? I don't think so. Maybe. But did Alec Baldwin got off, right? Are we good?
Yeah, because it's not real. We live in a scientific nation, and magic's not
And it's
real.
all
So don't
simulation
worry
anyway.
about it.
So
Yeah, it's who cares? We're just we're the Matrix people. Whatever. It's easy. I'm wondering now. I haven't been retaining my semen as much, so maybe if I retain it more, we'll be
he's
even more powerful.
masturbating a lot.
No. I've been getting it all. Things are going good.
You have too many babies. Cut it out.
You're right. You're right.
You better be putting a hat on that, Jimmy.
And what really sucks
cowboy
is
hat.
I'm actually, in light of this death, I was actually feeling a lot better about the things that were bothering me, and now this happens, and it's like, man, it to me, it's more of a, it's one of those eye-opening things of like, it could happen at any moment, man. So think about what you're doing, guys, because here's the other thing. There are certain people who were not treating Bobby very well. And it may have been...
Yeah, like Bradley Williams in Hot Water's Superman.
Oh, you mean the one who decided to message him after he passed and then realized there were 10 messages he had never responded to? Could have been cries for help, could have been anything.
Yeah, but
that's
just, well, maybe.
I'm not saying, yeah, that's just rumor.
If Derek had not poisoned poor Bobby P against us, as you saw when he had his cancer, we treated him with kindness as a human being. We're very supportive and kind people, and he took us out of Bobby Peden's life. So with manipulation and evil. So this is what you have to look at the butterfly effect of your actions, people.
Yes.
This is a real thing. I mean, it's cause and effect. If you, Derek, had never rolled on with your little routine and had just been a decent human being, Bobby P would most likely probably be a member of Night Creeps, because he was a weirdo, and we were actually talking to him about it in that early part. Like, he liked the psychedelics. He was talking about recovery, and it's something that I happen to know a lot about. I've lost people to drugs. I know how the recovery process goes. I myself have recovered, but not with special processes, have my own ways. And sometimes just talking honestly about your issues and not making fun of them help them. And Bobby was somebody who came into all of our lives asking for help. And from the very onset of knowing Bobby P, Luke and I offered him that help. We were always down for that conversation. It's on shows. You can see it. So I'm not just busting your dick here. I'm not just sticking a fucking stick at your leg, Derek, trying to see if you could feel something down there. No, I'm telling you a real fucking fact. Your actions have fucking took away something that could have helped him.
And not only that, there was another action that happened against me that may have gotten Bobby a little upset about himself, may have had him drink a little more. Now, should I feel bad about this? I was actually a victim in this particular. Well, my child was a bit of a victim as well. But when you do things to people, I'm not going to.
Unlike the fact that Derek's actions directly led to.
Well, so him recording me in a voice chat and then having a picture of my child and sharing it with everyone else, to the point where Bobby P is going to send that to me as a got ya moment in a DM on Twitter. None of that would have happened without Derek's actions either. It all led to him being a piece of shit like he normally is, and then sucking Bobby into that as well. And I was, hey, man, here's Bobby, who already had a kid who, from what I understand, he wasn't able to see much. And then he just found out he's a father of another child, possibly. And then having to deal with the fact that he went so far that another person... Like, what if someone had taken a picture of his kid and traded it on the internet and done the same thing? He probably would have wanted to kill them. And there may have been a moment where
you made him have reflection about it. Go on. Sorry.
Yeah, he may have reflected about it and been like, wow, I really did a piece of shit thing here. And that's not good for someone who is already feeling down enough about themselves to be that much of a drinker anyway.
That was the ghost of Robert Peden calling, saying, stop ragging on my homies. They're stupid, but they didn't really think it through. They didn't mean it, is what he says. They didn't mean to enable him and make his life worse and
Well, just like my
take
kids,
away
when
a support network from him.
they start to wrestle with each other a little bit, and eventually one gets really hurt. And I said, well, if you weren't messing with each other that hard, this wouldn't have happened. You got to pay attention when you're messing around with people, when you're joking or you think you're joking all the time, and they're laughing along, but there's a little pain in their face too. You have to be able to read people and read a room to do this stuff right. Here we are, just a bunch of idiots putting on, getting to know other people, putting on these shows and fucking with each other's brains and lives. That's what you're doing. He's looking for support. And hey, I'm the same kind of guy like Bobby, where I'm the kid who usually becomes the butt of the joke. Because I'm very open. I talk a lot. And sometimes that's a little tough, especially if you're in a depressed spot. I've been there. I've walked up to my friends and been like, dude, could you just like take it easy? Because I'm really starting to feel like shit here. Like, no, but it's all jokes. Hey, I'll admit it. It's happened to me plenty of times in my life. But then again,
now you see, though, let me just say, it's okay to make a joke and say you're a pussy, because that could even lead you to say, well, you said, hey, it's happened. I faced people call me a pussy. But with these fucking clowns, that's where the joke would be with Gino. That's where the joke is, guys. That's where the joke happens. It ends, and it's helpful even. But then they will just go on and on about pussy, 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 and then won't even let you talk, and then they will be abusive to you. But wah, 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 wah. Your homie dead, and now you're crying because Gino talked to Gino did. Finish what you're saying, and then there's that analogy about the snake. I'm a snake, bitch. Duh. Go on.
And that's what we're talking about. We've been talking about this whole time. Certain people are not mentally prepared to do this shit and be this interactive with all these assholes all this time. Now, we may, I'm not going to say we're gatekeepers or anything, but we like to poke at people and see if they can even handle just a gentle prodding, because that's what
we're
we
like
do.
Gatekeepers of the sausage.
Yes, we're happy. We're the ones who little pokes. We're just like tiny little pokes. Do, and they freak out. So don't think you're strong enough to handle
easy.
And in a way, I am so glad that none of those people are around anymore, because they are like that.
That Bradley, is fucking rude to say about Robert Peden. His family is suffering.
No,
just
not
said,
him.
You weren't talking about him.
The FGTZ people.
Now you see Bradley Williams, who goes for shock jokes. There's an example of a shock joke where really the joke is on you, because you look like a dumb, ignorant moron. Me. I look like a dumb, ignorant moron for saying what I just said. You get it? That's where you can do shocking humor. Fucking Donkey Kong left me. Jesus Christ. It's almost time for Jake Hudson, because I got to get out of here shortly. I got an engagement at a certain time, a certain hour. Let's look at this video of what Gino actually did say. I mean, Luke left. That's his damn fault. They're not in my thing. Oh, he put them on YouTube. That's right. Oh, I have it here already ready for you. It's 3 minutes, so let's just get into it. Play, goddammit.
Jaylen Warren, my fantasy team, is the worst team I've ever had. I'm not doing this drinking. I'll do it drinking next week. But no, I'm not. Let me explain something. And here's another thing. Okay, fucking clip this. Tie game fucking if they hit this extra point. I don't want to jinx anyone that bet the Steelers. I don't drink when I'm home alone in my apartment. I don't. I'm not fucking a sideshow and I know you're not saying this. I'm not insulted at all, AJ. But there's fucking things that go on in the world where people are like, Gino's a drug because you think I drink, not you guys. People think I drink like these other fucking some guy just fucking died because he quit drinking and had a seizure. And I've fucking got zero sympathy for him. I've got zero sympathy for fucking ski mask when he fucking has a seizure because they drink so fucking much. And I have zero fucking time for fucking any of these fucking faggots that think just because I'm lucky enough to get paid to drink on the air with my fucking friends, fucking I leave and I'm chronically just crippled by booze.
You are, and you do.
I don't need it. I'm fucking painfully sober watching the fucking Chargers. And again, if you have the gift of being alive and you're such a fucking chronic drunk that you fucking drink so much that when you stop you have a seizure, then I don't have any time or sympathy for you, and I'll be fucking
Gino
damned
literally
if I'm gonna
expressed
fucking
the
give you your
same fear
GoFundMe,
for
so
himself
your
at
parents
one
who
point.
loved you can put you in a fucking box because you didn't love them enough to fucking be better. Fucking God.
It's not a completely incorrect point.
Oh my God. My fucking mother died of leukemia. My father of lung cancer because he took the pesticides from this fucking country that fucked with farmers.
Oh, wow.
And you want me to give a fuck about you because you fucking drink for fucking
because of the
fucking
farmer
coke?
and the
I'm just jumping
pesticides
rope
of
for
this
an hour
country.
to deal with the stress I've got to fucking face. I know, AJ. It's not very also when we watch you on Not Water. I know. So drink with me. But again, if you fucking can't quit drinking without having a seizure, you're a faggot. Went fucking 9 months without drinking during the lockdown. You can tell it was 9 months because last time I said 8 months. Next time it'll be 10 months. Fucking missing the fucking, oh, it's still a commercial. But I've had it with fucking people that fucking stop drinking and have seizures because you're fucking faggots. And you can't go without drinking. You fucking spend all of your time when no one's around fucking downing God knows what. Well said, Jezaloo or Jezaloo. Yeah, again. But again, oh, fucking fumble. What's going on here?
Oh, fumble with your life.
Oh, I need that. Thank you.
Push them all away.
But again, nothing, Long Dong Max. Oh, Geno Smith. Is Geno Smith having a good game? He just fucking fumbled another fucking
Is it
snap.
just?
Yeah, I think that's it. Now it's just
fucking
football crap.
two critical turnovers.
That's
One
how
in fucking
quickly
the red zone, and now
it
fucking
turns over in his head. Guy died. I don't have any sympathy. Yay, football.
Yay, football. Exactly. He's.
Can you give to his GoFundMe? It must be hard on his
apathetic
parents.
loser.
No, I can't give to his Go fucking fund me. Can you give to my fuck? And I've said this countless times on air. Fucking, if I ever get so drunk and wrap my car around a pole, don't be like he had demons. Gino was driving drunk because he's an alcoholic. Boy,
Wow, dead air.
what a
An
sloppy
alcoholic
fucking game.
doesn't just
Yeah, Long Dong Max,
try
fucking
to
me
quit.
over. I
They
fucking have the
know
Rams, but good for fucking you, man.
the risks.
pick.
It's you can't plead ignorance on that one. You know what I mean? He's gone again, the son of a.
No, I'm here. I'm
you
here.
mother
I'm
F.
here.
Oh, where'd you
I'm
go?
here.
You have a vanishing head now. So yeah, you want to have Jake? What do you got else to say on this shit?
It's typical. It's not a surprise from what, and it's funny. It's like, I wanted to message them yesterday, Stevie and Derek, about this. Gino turned his back on a fan and lambasted them for practically nothing and proved how much of a dipshit he is again. Wow. That's no news here. That's exactly how he treats everyone that we know. So you should expect it.
The fact that, like Becky, they simped so hard for this guy who gives zero thought to them as people, but it goes to the snake analogy, you know, when the woman nursed the snake back to health and then it bit her and she's like, oh, why'd you bite me? He says, 'cause I'm a snake, bitch. Like, what do you think you're doing with Gino when you make the king of degenerates, a person who's making his brand out of being one of the worst people you could ever imagine? Like, oh, they say we can't do this and we can't be like that. Well, I'm going to be all of it at once. I'm going to be everything all the time
because I'm a freedom fighter.
I'm Che Bisconti. More like Chai Biscotti, you little fruit. You little
gay bitch cunty.
Caca guy. Asshole face. Yam bag sniffing dork.
And then I wonder how many people are going to pick Gino up when Compound falls. Gino.
Who? What?
Dickface. You know, the Italian.
Wait,
Icarus.
what are you saying? Who's gonna
When,
do what to who when Compound is gone?
when Compound falls and Gino needs a place to land,
Yeah, I
how many
don't. That's where
people-
you're losing me. You keep losing me at that word.
Oh,
Who the fuck is Gino?
yeah.
When Compound is okay, let me understand your sentence here. What you're I don't understand what you're saying. All I'm picking up is when Compound is gone. But who the fuck is Gino? That's what I don't. And then
Nothing.
Gino,
He's
Gino.
absolutely
What about when Compound is gone? What Gino? Who?
The lesser half of In Hot Water.
Oh, that show that used to star Aaron Berg.
The show that we ended. We put the nice little nail
that's
in the
right. We
coffin
were on
of
that show.
Yeah.
Wait,
Sad.
was he that fucking weird, smelly guy who was really oily and smelled like his own dude, his own beard balm? When I got that in hot water beard balm,
Big
it
A?
came with his fucking hair lines on it because he took each one of those beard balms and used it on his face, like just rubs it on his face, not puts his finger in there. He uses his face. You could see
What?
the hairlines.
Wait a minute. Is he? Now I'm thinking that he's an agent of the deep state who was trying to spread COVID to other people through beer bomb. Through
Hey,
doing
no,
live.
we got a celebrity here. A comment from a guy. I've never said anything bad about ever. Hack Ride says Biscante is a Zumach level comic, meaning no. That's rude. Rude. Chad Zumach is a very nice boy. Gino Biscante is a jerk. That's all I got to say. I don't know anything about Zumach as a comedian or as a fucking YouTuber. I have no idea.
Who
just
plays
know
in front of
he's
more
a very
crowds?
nice boy. That's all I know. What
Who
were you
does more
saying?
comedy shows?
Yeah, I do see that when I look upon the Twitter. This Chad Zumach shows are big, whereas Gino I don't ever see doing shows.
Who's passed at the stand? Who could actually get a job in the New York area?
Well-
Gino.
Well, I know he says Pat Dixon can't get a job in the New York area. New Jersey's in the New York area, and Pat Dixon and Anthony Zenhauser and
That's right.
Bob Levy and a bunch of these people are all doing a show together. Funny enough, a whole bunch of people Gino just burned bridges with. And isn't it funny that even when you burn bridges, like what happened with us and the whole Lou situation, how BYB and Stevie Lou tried to latch right on to Lou the second it happened. Burning bridges builds bridges. You know what I mean? It just different directions. Get look.
We're a nice stoned bridge. We're very strong. The other one's weak wood.
While you're here, you may know a friend that we would really like to talk to Star Trek about if you can get a hold of them. We'd invite you.
I already messaged him.
I stopped listening to Guar when I was in high school.
What?
Guar rules, but still, fucking guy. But yes, if you could reach out to your chum, we would love to talk Star Trek, all things Star Trek with him. Nothing to do with anything else. Alpha Pod Rants is Star Trek, motherfucker. That is all it is. So, yeah, we
none
would
of this
love
beef
to if you can
bullshit,
do us
none of
that
that.
solid. If you could do us that solid and reach out to him.
Release the day. Release Mr. Day for just a night.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with down there, down below. I don't know if you have your own like version of a cuttlefish or something that maybe you can attach a note to and send it out to this guy. Like, I don't know. Do you have like what's down there? I've never looked at you, Pekka, but maybe you could send it out like a rocket and send a message with a note tied to it to that guy. But otherwise, yeah, thank you for stopping by. Nice to see your comment. That was probably Kai Procaccio.
So what do we?
Richard Kish says Gino likely drinks because he still hasn't come to terms with his parents' death. I lost my parents young as well, Gino. Grow up and move on. Take that, Gino, from a very old man. Who knows? Your faux grief is pathetic and weak. You make me sick. Well, that took a dark turn. It was so kind and caring
He's
and
a
compassionate.
very nice man.
Up to the end.
How? Well, you really got to stir up some shit to make Mr. Kish that mad. I'm telling you.
But, I'm sorry, I interrupted.
No wonder people like Pat Dixon just show up and punch him. I mean, it was definitely a build
Now
up
that
to
is
it.
a rude thing to say. Speaking of rude, I think I'm about to bring Jake Hudson in here because I got to get out of here soon.
Oh, man.
What were you going to say when I
don't
interrupted
know.
you? So we
I
can
don't know
end
what to do.
Gino the bit.
Yeah, we'll end
let's
Gino.
end Gino.
We are ending Gino.
You keep
We-
it.
that
Let's
was the
end
whole-
Gino. I'm talking about the bit. All right, so let's end this bit. What else you have to say? What's your final
You're
words
next.
on it for today?
The curses will keep coming.
Oh yeah, listen, the voodoo, who do that? What we do. It's coming. Stay tuned. Hashtag. Look, don't just fuck around and find out with wizards and such. You don't do that. That ain't cool. I would be advised not to. So let's see if Jake Hudson's still around. He was very excited. He heard we were going to watch this video of Kyle Brancaccio.
Oh yeah.
I'm stuck in a voice that I not. Sometimes it happens. I forget the turn. Anyway. Whew. Nope, that's not what we're looking for.
I needed an afternoon nap, so this is gonna help.
Yeah. Now I would like to really go through this. So let's get a link out to Jake Hudson. This guy says, and I'll use Hackride's voice. Gua is rockabilly silly. No, see, I do a bad Odorous impression too. Gua is rockabilly silliness. I'm post-hardcore, post-punk guy. Give me Juno day, every day, all day. Well, Juno.
Rockabilly's not bad. The Reverend Horton Heat is amazing.
I don't think Gua is rockabilly. If you're looking at what they call their Frank Zappa era,
Early metal
era. I don't. That's a bit rockabilly-ish, but anywho, okay. Sorry, trying to send Jake is sending me all these weird messages saying "fuck you." Where are you? I don't know. Hold on.
Yeah, he keeps saying that to me too. So I'm just surprised he would come here. But I'm happy to clear things with people. I mean, if they can admit that they did wrong, that's fine.
Yeah, that's for sure. Like, so let's put a screen up because we don't know if Jake would show like gay porn or something. Like, he might not even do it on purpose. He might just be watching gay porn because that's like, I'm not judging him, but that might be what he'd do. And he might accidentally put it on, is all I'm saying. Not that he would do it on purpose, or maybe he does, or maybe this is just like some fucking prank and it's not going to be Jake and it's just going to be some guy trying to show us his wang like last time. But no, this is the official Jake from the official Jake Hudson account. I sent him the link and he should be here recently. Richard Kish says, Robert Gordon, do you know how much I found out how much Bastillo espresso grinds this woman is packing into the Keurig fucking pod? Holy shit. She's filling it beyond the brim. Anywho, Richard Kish says Robert Gordon was decent rockabilly. That's not what the conversation's about, old man. Jesus Christ, get with the times. All right, so special guest here to talk with us about this video, Jake Hudson. Oh no, we got to look at a video. Jake, welcome back to the show.
Hi, guy.
Jake, you sound fucking weird as hell.
Wow. You need to
like
maybe
a helium balloon.
Sound like you need a little bit of coffee there, Jake. You're a little.
I don't drink coffee. I like bananas.
Bananas, Jake. I thought you
Really?
liked empanadas.
No, it's bananas.
Yeah, isn't that your favorite word recently?
The hack ride, the
Empanadas.
tiny desk concerts turn everything rockabilly. I've heard rappers sounding like fucking rockabilly on the tiny desk concert. Chimney Crickets. That's just a preposterous proposal.
I did not ask for money when Bobby P died. That's a lie.
Yeah, Jake. This is confirmed, Jake, because I can't understand a word he's saying, so it's definitely Jake.
Hush your mouth, Jim. You're a cocksucker.
He said he didn't ask for money when Bobby P died, and that you're a cocksucker. Well, you did. You were looking for sympathy, though. I remember, Jake, about a month. See, this whole thing happened with the picture because you hated Bobby P and Jerry for calling you bad names and treating you like a artard. And And then
Specifically
Bobby
calling
P.
you that word, Jake.
What?
Specifically calling you that word, Jake.
What
So go
was
on,
that
Luke.
word? I forgot.
Our word, Reverend.
So then, Bobby dies and you feel bad, but now you say, my friend, my friend, my friend, all over the internet. And I don't know, if for a while he was not your friend at all. And I don't know if that's just
I'm
you.
pretty sure, Jake, you said some very bad things about Bobby P on one of our show, a few of our shows.
I said no such thing. What are you talking about? You lie.
No,
Well, that's what Kai
I said I
says about
think.
us. Yeah, we're
said I
piss
think,
liar,
so
piss goblins. So you
you
just
can't lie
standard
if
like
you think.
everyone else.
It's not a solid. All right, Luke, you got to handle Jake. You've always been the
Okay.
Jake Whisperer.
Yeah, I am.
You've got to handle this Jake interview. You
I'm
know
a
that's
little-
the same reason that
I'm half-hearted myself.
yeah, Carrot. Never mind. Carrot Top is a terrible comedian.
Oh, tell Jake Boney said no porno bombs. Yeah, so I can't follow Boney hack. I just
What's Boney?
That's his Charles character. No, his the eggplant is Boney the boner.
That's right.
Well, he's a boner. He's a purple
Who
pulsing.
doesn't love Boney the Boner? He's so awesome.
Yeah, see, people like Jake like him, and that's why
Richard
I can't.
Kish is apparently senile. Absolutely not. That is just insane. Like, would never happen in the million fucking years.
Wait, it's triumphant. It's like elephant.
Ever,
is that a crack?
ever.
Is
So,
that
and
a
look? It says it right there. Says no, I don't have names on, but it says Jake Hudson in his name. I could see it.
It does. It says at Jake Huston. So yeah, it's him.
Yeah, so it says it right too. See display names. There you go. Jake who's non. Oops. That might interrupt you. What, me worry? So yeah, no, Richard, you doddering old
Oh hey.
kook. We have a video to watch. What display is this? Oh, I see. So this. Why is the video not up there?
Because you're doing an overlay, not a background.
Oh, that's dumb. So, but you're making this weird. Where's the background? Oh, I see it. Here we go. All right.
Hey,
so
Jake, maybe we should have you as a
Can't look your
producer.
fingers, how dare you?
So, Jake, I know you are a big fan of Kai Brancaccio. So I hope I know you guys had your beefs. Did it get solved? Are you still beefing? What's going on with you two?
What's beef?
Beef!
I don't know the term of beef. Can you
Well,
educate me?
You were saying bad things about Kai. I know Kai hated you, didn't want you on the network, banned you.
Oh, Kai banned
Lou-
you. He
Lou,
goes
the
off and
actual
bans
talent.
you constantly.
The actual quote unquote talent on that network, rather that show. I don't want to disparage that Joey C in front of Jake because we know what happened last time. So, but I know that Lou was trying to make Kai unban you or whatever, but Kai was being very unreasonable and he didn't want you around. What has changed?
I made friends with Joey C. And Joey C fixed everything.
Oh, so Joey must have had a talk with him. But all right,
He's a
well,
fixer, eh? That's what he
we're
does.
gonna-
He's a fixer.
we're not going to make fun of your friend here. We're going to watch his video and give it due diligence. And we're really going to get into it. And we're going to talk about each one of his grossly embellished history facts. And this is going to be a really fun time. I promise. Now,
Host,
first
and
off,
author.
yeah. Before we get to that, let's get to the music. That is very talented guitar playing. Do you know how hard it is to hold your finger on the string with your left hand and go ding 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh.
At the same time. Did you hear the knocking?
Oh, Jesus.
Ding, ding.
It's like that guy. Have you seen those videos? That young dude. He looks like he's, I don't know, Brazilian or something. Where he's just on the acoustic guitar. He's like ring, ba-ding-boom, he's smacking the
Yeah, no,
acoustic
that
guitar with
is
his hand.
nothing.
And he's like tapping and shit. He's like, he's taking the fucking the nut and he's like detuning the string for a second. He's like, I mean, Kai is he's just as talented.
More so.
Yeah.
I think you don't know how hard it is, but quickly.
Don't do that, guys. Don't make fun of Kai. He's a good man.
Oh no, we're saying good things. We're saying, Jake, that Kai is very talented. That was a very complex guitar and catchy. It was super. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding.
None of those words in that sentence were true. Good or man.
Baby?
What? No. Get out of here.
I thought that was Ice Baby.
Oni Luke actually sounds interesting to me, but well, that's a you're gonna have to expose me. So let's hear what's left.
Okay.
Oh no, host and author. I noticed that as well.
Yeah, that part.
He authored these, Luke. Don't make. I know you're trying to make fun of him by being like, what a
So they're all fake?
asshole. What a pompous clown. I
They're
know what
made
you're
up?
trying to do. Host
That's
and
writing,
author, you pretentious prick. No,
Do
that
you
is rude.
author a treatment for TV? I authored that. I was the author of that episode of Star Trek.
No, even somebody who writes it, you might have penned that episode,
Right? Okay.
but still,
Nice.
listen. He put a lot of work into this. He wrote every word we're about to hear.
No,
So-
I know what it's like to
Let
do
the man
production.
have his credit. He
I
needs
respect him.
he needs you to know he authored this. All right, we don't have to judge. It was his choice. That feedback. I mean, come on, you're gonna deny that talent or that.
Here we go. Here we go.
Starting today's episode of This Day in Grossly Embellished.
Hold on.
Here we go. Here we go.
I am married, but this looks like a wonderful place to have coffee, tea, or something else, maybe.
Here we go.
He's making a dirty joke. It's already starting with a joke. It's a limerick. Come on. I already know you're about to jump on that one of you guys. Jake, like, I know you say you like Kai as your boy, but you seem to be making fun of him hard because that's a joke he wrote. And he authored that joke that he's a married man, but this looks like a wonderful place to have coffee, tea, or have sex with this woman. Because his wife's vagina smells bad, worse than if you were to rub curry on it.
In the year 42 BC, Roman Republic Civil War, Second Battle of Philippia. Brutus' army is decisively defeated by Mark Antony and Octavian. Brutus commits suicide. His last words were believed to be, "I wish I never stabbed Caesar." Also on this day, Weird Al.
Hold on. Also on this day, Weird Al
Yankovic was born. However, he was not yet weird. That happened much later. In 2001.
Okay, so he's just jumping through them. I was hoping maybe there'd be a pause. So let's unpack those first two.
Unpack.
So what's his last words were? What now?
Unpack this dick.
I wish I never stabbed Caesar.
Jake, you're sounding pretty aggressive. What does that mean?
Cause this bitch sucks.
He's trying to I mean, there's the et tu brute. There's that. So he was trying to right along that, but he should have tried to make it sound closer to that. That would have been the way to go. If you're gonna go for a historical joke, you got to try to integrate the actual historical facts with it. You know, not just like
I was
listen,
waiting for an et tu, Brute.
yeah. It's basically that needed to stay in the workshop. That's where you leave that one in the notepad note and you skip over it for the next time. You can always save it for the next time.
All right, and then okay, so Weird Al.
Oh wait, it's
was
this day in
born.
history. See, you could save it for next year. You see, you can prepare yourself for a whole year from now. You have a whole year to come up with a good joke, which I don't think is long enough.
But it's grossly embellished. It could be a day late.
It's very embellished. Yes, if it's grossly embellished, it's grossly made. But continue.
This year, Drake
Do I
was
have to?
born in 1985, and no one gave a fuck.
That was better.
Weird. That happened much later.
The talent.
That's like the level of joke. And why would you mock it? That's the level of joke. Like you would, like a third grade class, like the teacher at a third grade class would give that joke to the third graders. That there's nothing wrong with that joke, guys.
Justin Trudeau set the Canada fires. Oh, he's Castro's brother.
Well, you know, if you look, I mean, the pictures of them next to each other, it's really uncanny. He's the ass of the week.
2001, the iPod portable media player was introduced, and that became one of the most successful revolutionary products of the early 2000s. Also, in 1956, the Hungarian Revolution.
What the fuck was that? Was just an
informative.
actual fact or something?
Just you know, letting you know. It's
And then ball busting, 5 cents from the guy who you can't even say what happened to Lou, the talent on your show, and without him blocking you because he's a sensitive little fucking bitch.
I think that one's a piss goblin too. How many piss goblins are in here?
Oops, my finger hit the block button. I'm just, look, you do a great Kai laugh. Don't let me. I've been trying to go back, but I just think a Goofy impression. Goofy is way closer to Kai than Kai is to himself because he's not a real human being. He's not real with himself, is what I
Revolution began with a massive demonstration in Budapest. To celebrate, they all ate some Hungarian goulash for breakfast. And in 1956,
No fucking comment.
the International Atomic Energy Agency was created with the purpose of increasing the contribution of atomic energy to world peace. Singer Adam Ant was there singing, "You don't drink, you don't smoke. What do you do? Don't drink, don't smoke. What do you do?" Well, you know the rest. And in
I don't know the rest. What the fuck is he talking about?
I don't drink, I don't smoke. Yeah.
These are like look, stop, guys, don't make fun. These are incredibly deep cut jokes. These are incredibly.
This is engineer humor. This is straight up like, okay, we want to pretend like we're Star Trek nerds. No, he is a nerd. He is the completely awkward, can't read a room, does not know what's going on with anyone else, and thinks that because he's smart or perceived smart.
You're just jaded. You are just jaded, Luke. And
my dad was pretty much a technician engineer, and believe me, he's about the same. He's not very funny. Very depressed
I'm
man.
sorry, was that not where I was supposed to laugh?
and I actually think that Kyle is much like my father, to tell you the truth, now that I'm thinking about it.
Before we go away, I'm a total fan of the Reader's Digest. And again, I don't agree with what Jake, the little jerk, is saying over there and what Luke is saying over here. I think that this presentation, the way he's doing, I mean, that goulash for breakfast joke, deep cut. You've got to you've got to be a real learned man to even.
So you want some sauerkraut on your steak taco this morning?
It's even hack for it's a tourist comment, and it's hack for a tourist comment. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And you know what? Now that we're talking about, now that I said hack, when we were talking to Anthony Zenhauser about the word hack, I looked it up, and the second definition of hack is a writer or comedian who uses old jokes and is not creative at all, and that's exactly what it is. You're using talk about low-hanging fruit. This is fruit that's rotten and been dead for many, many years and given birth to other trees and fruits that have died. That's the oldest thing. Anyway, you're not innovative, guy.
Just to be clear, Luke the God came on the show today to shit on Kai. This is Haku all over again.
And
I don't know who Luke the God is.
No, that's who it is. It's certainly not Lou the God, because that little jerk would never be around here. We hate each other. We all of us have a major beef.
Don't tell people I'm a god. Shh, that's why the spells worked. Stop.
But this is high school level stuff, and that's why I'm enjoying it, because I cut school most of high school, went out and smoked the marijuana down underneath it's kind of like a fucking sewer. It was really underneath the supermarket. It was like a storm area where we would go down there and play hacky sack and smoke reefer, or touch ladies and have lady. So you do, so I didn't go much to school. So this is very, very nice to relive those moments I did not get to have as a petty, stupid child.
Yeah, I was too cool for all the shit talking in school, so now we're doing it now. See?
And Richard Kitch says the DJR network, we forgive, but we never forget. Oh, I forget. I forget halfway through the sentence.
We get the last fake laugh. We always
really
do.
well. That's why I forgive, because I forget. I'm like a dumb dog or goldfish or something. Like,
oh fuck,
I'm
not
so forgiving because of.
Get that loose suit off! Help! Did you go to the
Jake,
store
this
and
was
get
a trick? He did show a
it's
picture
like
of
a brown
penis.
Shrek mask.
I told you someone was going to show a picture of a penis. That was the gayest porn I'd ever seen.
Wow. You always said he was packing. I mean,
that was just a
his
video.
dick has teeth. It was scary.
No, Becky's cunt has teeth. Oh, maybe they should get married. Becky's cunt.
I'm not gonna hide it no more. I can't stand it anymore. I tried to be phony, but I'm not a
I
balloon.
wondered how long you were gonna hold character.
I mean, that is a long time for you.
That's why I wasn't engaging, because I knew it was like limited. I said we can space this out if I don't engage as much.
Oh, I can't. This day in Inglorious Bastard history is the dumbest fucking segment ever fucking made. Like, get the fucking hint, stupid. Read the fucking chat, stupid. Understand that people don't like it, stupid. Your jokes are not funny, stupid. For fuck's sake, stupid, get off of my coattail, dummy. You're only on that network because of me.
Yeah, I agree there.
You can't bring shit. How dare you let some man come in, talk shit about your wife, and not fucking retaliate the same day?
Right, and that man was me that he's talking about, folks.
God
like I said earlier,
damn.
sometimes you burn bridges, and then you build another bridge in the burning of a bridge. But it's all about bridges, by the way, because maybe we and Lou agree on Kai and a little bit. And honestly, there was a talent there at that network. There was some magic brewing, and it was Lewin. It wasn't just brewing. It was Lewin.
Oh,
okay?
I understand. I probably ruined my shot being on that channel, but fuck it. I can't be fake. I tried to do it last week. I don't kiss no motherfucking man's ass. Get your nose so far out of Joey's ass, you might be able to breathe better. Oh my God, Joey hasn't been in contact with me all weekend. Maybe he doesn't want to fucking talk to anybody. You ever think of that, you fucking idiot? Jesus fucking Christ.
Jeez,
no one
Jake.
wants to be bothered sometimes. They want to relax.
Quickly to Hack Ride, you bring up a good point. I've never heard anyone else talk about this. After a 3-hour show, I'll forget everything from that show. I forgot I had Wendy on. Is this common or some personal CTE? Well, I think it is it's an artist thing, because the way an artist's brain works, it's all disjointed and there's so many fucking pieces and so many thoughts going on. But it's not uncommon, because I literally just retweeted Brian Quinn from the Impractical Jokers talking about, he's on Tell Him Steve Dave, his podcast, talking about podcasting. And he's like, I don't remember half of the shit I say, and I don't believe the other half of the shit I say. What do you want from me? So it's pretty common when you're just in that space and you just go. For instance, this moment here in history, Lou and I discussed prior, nothing. We said, I'm just going to go in a moment and see what happens. That's it. And I'm sure I won't remember half of it later is the point. But anyway, no, that is not Lou. That's Jake Hudson in a Shrek costume.
Because it's almost Halloween. In a week. Ah, oh,
I just sent a special guest a DM. Let's see if he's able to join us if he's free. But if not, I still have such numbers.
Who, to Kyle?
Who?
You should send Kai a link. Let's sort it out. Listen, maybe not so much Kai. So you over there is a great thing with that network, in my opinion.
Oh, no. Yes, but it's not going to work because I'm not fake. I keep it real.
That's what Joey loves about you. He says because you're real.
I like Big Shot, but honestly, it was a struggle dealing with Kai.
And you don't have to. You can do a show.
I can't do shit with people on that network who, oh my God, you deleted my music. Oh, let me cry about it to Joey in a fucking meeting. Instead of just saying, oh, I could re-add it back.
Please record one of those meetings.
Duh. Oh,
don't be a Derek, Lou.
The meeting was recorded.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
Oh, it was recorded, but I'm not going to out the business because, no. Oh my God. And he defecates on stream, Joey. Oh.
That was part of the
bit.
bit.
Did he really throw that out?
That's the
bit.
Did
he really fucking say that?
That's your bit.
I mean, Jesus, first Jason said that shit. Oh my God, he takes a shit on stream. Yeah, bitch, that's what it's called, having portable Bluetooth headphones. I can walk anywhere and everywhere. And I'm not confined to sitting in a fucking computer. Fucking morons.
Have some more porridge on stream.
Dabble story.
You know, it's funny.
I'm not going to save anything for any interviews. It's just going to be out and open. I made my peace the day of the breakup. Like, Joey tried to save the show, but there's no saving. I can't save a show that's bitch made. Unfortunately, I've watched the shows this week and they're fucking so goddamn fucking boring. I want to shoot myself afterwards.
Well, look, if you're going to be a control freak, at least have something to control. And that was the problem. He was trying to wrangle you, and it's like...
No courtesy laugh there, buddy? For what?
Oh, he was doing that kind of stuff? Oh, what, nothing? You don't give me nothing? Like,
yes.
Just keep rolling, dude. Like...
Okay, what's the answer? What do you want to know?
I think it's to the CTE thing.
Oh, I mean,
or it's sarcasm, and it's something I missed. Sometimes YouTube deletes comments. So if you were talking about like Palestine, or you were saying, how you were just saying how much you love Lou, YouTube usually deletes that.
I mean, just get off my coattails. Understand? Give the people what they really want. They want to know what happened between us. Tell them. Tell them you were acting like a bitch. And that's
bitches don't like to say that they were acting like bitches, though. They don't want to be like, I was behind the scenes being like a little dirty rat, talking shit, and trying to...
He literally got pissed off because I came into your show you did last week. Granted, I never came on it. But I mentioned the chat, jokingly around trying to troll. Hey, you could have Kai back, and you guys responded with, "Nope, you could keep him," and all that other shit. He got pissed off about that. So he doesn't get the concept of, look where I'm sitting. I'm on the motherfucking left, and I have no controls of this shit. It's where I sit.
Well, I can confirm you have sat on the left for a long, long time.
Every motherfucking
like many,
show
many
we
different
did.
services. Maybe it's not important to Kai. Maybe it is to you. Just like Lou and I would fight all the time, big fights about my music in the beginning of shows or
and I
before a
still
show
can't
starts.
stand the shit.
Well,
What
I would
the
play the
fuck is
fucking
this?
thing during the show because Lou would always go like this. Time for a show right now. Let's go. Okay, let's go. It's time for the show right now. So, okay, we go. But I like to hear a fucking song before I go to get my head out of my head and into this fucking stupid head. So I put a song on and it would be live because, he's not going to sit around and wait while I fucking listen to a song. What was the point of that?
I don't know.
See, I forget halfway through the goddamn
No,
sentence.
sitting on the left and things being important.
Sitting on the left is important to him. The things, idiosyncrasies, listen, he's such a psychologist. Why doesn't he ask his wife or fucking maybe she can flap her pussy lips like a mouth and make it talk like a guppy or something and go and give him an answer?
I don't know who you're talking about, so I'm not going to respond.
Talking about Kai's wife.
I'm not getting. See, that's where me and you differentiate.
I know.
I am not talking about his wife because you know what? She's a good person.
I am.
That's
Do you
all.
want to know why, though, Lou? Do you want to know why we're talking about his wife?
The defamation.
Or do you know why?
The defamation. I could read between the lines.
No, because Kai went on a show and said he brought his wife into it. Said, my wife was saying that these guys, she gave the whole psychological analysis of these guys, and they're just narcissists and crude and rude and disrespectful to women, and kept bringing up his wife as a weapon against us. So we turned that weapon on him and made it even more crude. And even we did everything he said his wife said we were. And put it all into a Kai's wife's big fat pussy hole joke.
But also, even before that, he was saying
Dabastorian wants to know: did Lou just say he's out of the Joey C business? Personally,
why doesn't the fuck?
I don't want to be out of that business, but it's going to probably be taken away because Kai's a bitch. He can't handle real nigga shit, and he's gonna whine like a little hoe. He told you, Joey, you can't.
But Joey's not a bitch. He's not going to kowtow to fucking Kai's demand. He can, Joey can see it.
He took my keys away because of his little bitch ass ways.
Oh, really? Oh,
how I created? Remember how I created the FGTC StreamYard link for all of us to use?
Yeah.
I created a Lou and Kai morning show link. Just for
stick your finger in a wound, Lou.
To give us access. He only had access because of me. He didn't.
It's like Norman Bates, Dabble.
Use fucking StreamYards.
Check your DMs, Dabble, Mr. fucking interviewer.
No, he has a wife, and she's a lovely lady for.
No, it's him in a fucking wig. It's him in a wig and a fake voice.
I gotta know. Has he ever turned his camera on?
No, shut up, Luke. I'm sure she's a lovely lady. Maybe not, because he's a piece of shit, and usually shit flocks together. Maybe she sucks, but the point is, I don't know shit about the woman. He brought her the fuck up. He used her as a fucking tool in his little game because he's a fucking moron. It's a simple. She's nothing to me. I don't know her. She's not real. Her big fat stinky pussy hole is nothing but a goddamned character on this show on the internet that he brought to the table.
I guess we're 5 non-Johns now.
I guess you're not a John, so now are you Lou John?
I'm John Luke Picard.
That would be crazy if you were Lou John and he's John Luke.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Or
I'm King John.
What's up, DoorDash doofus?
That was the funniest.
Oh no, Piss Goblin's funny. Piss Goblin is the funniest one because we made merch and it sold. So that's thank you.
Or
A child now has a Night Creeps teddy bear, all because of Piss Goblin. Again, cause and effect, Derek.
I mean, seriously, like Dabble Tardis Erectus. Why not just call him Dabblecock?
Okay, I'm gonna make a retarded dinosaur T-shirt for you.
You can't say that
Dabblestorian.
word.
I said retardant,
Dabbleporian.
like because the dinosaur is gonna be fighting a dragon, and it has to be fire retardant.
Okay. I mean, shit, we're gonna go all off camera. Fuck it.
Yeah, well, I gotta take care of something real quick. I'll be right back.
I thought.
Now I gotta.
I mean, I can't run this show. I have no access. I have no key.
Ah, you got the helm, Lou.
I don't want the helm. See, that was the thing. I don't want to be the helmsman. I just want to have good back and forth conversation. I don't want to sit there like, dude, read the fucking chat. Understand. People don't care about the fucking weather. But I ran with the bit.
Right, and that's what brought all the boys to the yard. Your milkshake, Lou, dealing with. It's funny to watch you dealing with Kai. No offense, but your torture was certainly a source of joy for many.
It was joy, and like you said, I gave it 100 episodes. Could it have worked better? Maybe, but I'm also a stubborn prick. I know that about myself. I am very reluctant. If I get something put in my head, I'm going to keep going with it. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, Joey C says, oh man, watch Tulsa King. Okay, I'm going to put it to my list and I'm going to watch it because Joey C said so.
But, you're talking about Kai, because I was like, you saw Tulsa King. It was
No shit,
great.
I saw Tulsa King. I've seen every fucking thing that Paramount put out. I'm up to date on shit. Unlike some motherfuckers I know. Is Derek Dixon real good?
Daryl Dixon is
it
the
worth
best.
watching?
Listen, remember season 3 when Daryl Dixon fucked the tank?
Fuck the tank.
When he just like I don't remember. I don't even remember how he did it, but he fought a tank. He like ran at a tank, threw a grenade down it or something. But it was the same season where Carol went Rambo. You just remember when everything was great on The Walking Dead? Is my point? The whole prison arc to Terminus.
Oh, because of the governor.
This is that level. This is better than that. It's like Walking Dead that was
Let me
that,
ask you this.
learned all the lessons of life, and then came back as a better version of itself.
They're incorporating Carol into season 2. Is there really a storyline for her?
Yeah,
to
it's
show up
her.
in fucking France.
The season 2 is going to be called The Book of Carol. It's all about her and her journey. We don't even know that she'll even necessarily see Daryl Dixon.
So it'll be like an anthology for her season.
Basically, and then we're sure it's going to tie together because they came up with every character is a fucking winner on Daryl Dixon. There is not a single wasted actor on that screen. The scenery's great, unlike Dead City, which was in New York, right? Set in New York, but they fucking filmed in all of my hometown areas. Patterson, which is next to my hometown, no town over. Lodi, which I lived in, fucking
Dude,
all of
really
these
going
areas.
There? Are you
say
really
what?
going there? Justified didn't fucking film in Detroit. That shit filmed in LA.
I know that, but it's not about where they filmed. It's about the fact that they didn't even utilize like any of the big monuments of New York. Whereas in Daryl Dixon, they're in Paris. We went to Jim Morrison's grave. We went to the catacombs. We saw everything, and it was all used very fucking well. I'm telling you.
Is that why you prompted to do a Jim Morrison show?
No. I mean,
oh my God, this guy probably listens to rap music. In one of the comments, yeah, motherfucker, I do listen to rap music. I never knew who the fuck Jim Morrison was. I didn't grow up on Jim Morrison. I grew up on motherfucking rap music. Oh, and New Kids on the Block.
Well, that
And shit
makes
like
you
that
gay.
back in the
But
day.
look, speaking of
So,
rap music,
fuck
we have an important guest here to answer an important question. My woman, I think, is a racist. Lou, what do you think?
Hi, guys.
Important guest, what do you think? Shut up. You weren't ready to talk yet. What a jerk. What a jerk this guy is, right? Clearly
Yo.
doesn't see there's a
I'm just blowing my load.
so the woman
That's Dorian.
I think the woman's a racist because somebody asked her, they saw me with my long hair. They go, "Oh, does your boyfriend listen to metal?" And she goes, "No, he listens to rap." And it's like, I listen to all types of music. I've played metal shows. I'm more metal than she is. She thinks she listens to Slipknot. She's metal. But the fact that I do listen to rap as well, and not even listen to rap, I listen to some groups who are rappers and they happen to be among my favorites, but I am very rounded in my musical taste. But to her, I listen to rap. I think that makes her racist. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree.
Well, thanks for coming on, guest. That's all we wanted to get from you. What about you, Lou? What do you think?
I just answered.
Great. So, Lou, now that we're putting you on the hot spot, the big light is on you and your special interviewer. This is something the internet has certainly asked for and has been waiting for. As Luke put in that song with that terrible fucking music in the intro, definitely it's something people have been asking for, waiting for, wanting.
Hey, here's something that could have been so much fun for Joey C's network.
Yeah, well, it could have
played into this beef.
Well, why don't you teach them Kai
But
at
the
least?
problem with that would have been, I would have done a Sunday service for it because that's where I really get obnoxious and rude.
Mm-hmm.
See, he wanted to ride that coattail too. Oh, we should do Sunday service every Sunday.
I heard that. They were pushing for it. Oh, that's the best. We love that. Joey and his wife and Kai.
Services?
Yeah.
So
that's what it changed to.
Sunday service is most likely what got Joey to want to pick up Lou and Kai. Because that day I went in, I was just rolling with it.
Mm-hmm.
You guys gave me the ammunition to have the fun. I had the fun with it. See, there's truth to fun.
It seems like you weren't able to have any fun there, though.
See, I put out 2 other Sunday services, and I really couldn't bring it because I had nothing. So I knew Sunday service should be like a pay-per-view.
When it builds up and it's time.
There you go. But no. You want to force... No, you can't force something that isn't there. Just like this stupid This Day in History bit. It's not fucking there.
That's the thing. People with no talent don't understand
it is there,
that.
though. Guys, don't be rude. It is there. Any base level person this day in history, it's the easiest, most obvious thing to do, and thousands of broadcasters do it, have done it, continue to do it to this day. So don't you dare mock Kai for doing what every goddamned other base level fucking broadcaster does.
Then don't make it a pre-recorded bit.
Well, that too.
You're doing live.
Literally,
so
it could
roll
last
with it a little bit better. You're making
15,
it a pre-recorded
bit. He now reminds me of the old Jocktober bits.
Maybe he's doing a bit for
What did the Brit
Jocktober.
say?
Maybe that's what it is. It's all he's being terrible on purpose. See, we don't understand the depth that Kai can get to. This is amazing.
Come on, bro. When you're asking multiple guests on your show to fucking courtesy laugh to something you say,
well,
it's not.
Oh, really? Isn't there to save his ass anymore.
Listen to Monday's show. He makes a fucking comment and he asks Big Shot, "Damn, Big Shot, not a courtesy laugh?" And then you hear Big Shot.
Well, that's rude.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like how Kai laughs at every one of his own jokes?
Yeah. And I don't like how, speaking of Mr. Big Shot, I know this is the Dabble story, an exclusive interview with Catalano TV star Lou to God, and Luke the Jerk has just talked through the whole thing. But I have to, I want to say this one more thing before you take it over, Dabble. I think it's rude how Kai treats Mr. Big Shot on Kai and Friends now. He just seems to be leading him and he talks down to him. He's very dismissive and pandering, even like as if Mr. Big Shot were a special person and Kai's the smart one. And well, Mr. Big Shot, you're doing very good today. He actually said that. Like, I'm really proud of you. You're talking a lot today, Mr. Big Shot. Good for you.
Oh,
Now
like he
that
does
might
to
be a little-
Jake?
Right. He treats Mr. Big Shot
I'm sorry.
very poorly, in my opinion.
Is this a comment-free zone? Because Jake is another useless fuck.
It's when has this ever been a comment-free zone?
Well, yeah,
Say
I
what
think
you
you
will.
started to say you didn't want him on your show too, though.
Like, understand, Jim, you make fun of this all the time. So do you, Luke. I've sat there and said I don't care to be on shows with guests. You turn it into whatever you want to turn it into, right? This man complained in the motherfucking meeting. He's stifling me from having guests on this show. When I clearly sat there and said I don't do fucking guests. Oh, it took arms and legs to get you on the show, Joey C. Because I don't do guests. I don't talk to guests. So why should I be on a show with a fucking guest? That he could go to someone who really wants to interview someone, not me.
Are you talking about like the times you had to go on with Phil Elmore and such?
I don't care about Phil Elmore because that's Joey's network. I'm not here to shit Joey C. Joey
what I was gonna say
is someone who I want to continue to work with.
I was gonna say there's
can't
too many
stand,
people for those interviews.
like, just
There's 6
tell me and I
people
won't
there.
show
You don't really
up
need that
until
many
the
people for
interviewer
an
leaves.
interview. Yeah.
Like, I remember.
I think even the time you had Quadfather on, you got bored of it because there's too many people there.
Okay, so like Quadfather came on the other day with me and Cupcake. Quadfather brought that up when I was, you were playing video games. Was I that boring? I'm like, it had nothing to do with you. When you can't get a fucking word in because there's too many other people talking or the conversation
it's the fact
is isolated.
There's too many people there, and what are you going to do? Like, your time up.
Fuck it, so I'm going to give the audience a show.
Well, and that's the thing. That group isn't used to having that many people on a show at once. Joey's used to just rambling on. Big Shot doesn't say much, and then his wife, she'll like fight her way to talk sometimes, and that's what you got to do. Well, when you have that many people, you shouldn't have to fight that hard because then that's all it is everyone talking over each other and trying to get the upper hand, and that takes practice. But if you're going to do an interview and really talk to somebody, it's really hard to do that without a pre-planning. Anyway, this isn't a meeting, so.
Luke, take the damn Slipknot week thing down already, please. This shit's so annoying that it stays up for so long.
Why?
Thank you.
Oh! See, he's controlling shit already. What the fuck?
No, oh my fucking God, like.
Do you like Kai's music, though?
No, but that's not my style of music.
Yeah.
That's not something that I'm into personally, so I'm not going to shit it because rock and roll or guitar riffs aren't my thing.
Yeah.
Oh, but Van Halen, it's so tough, when you listen to it. If you have any sort of musical inclination, you'll know that they're genius. Oh.
Well, I was confused why you have a guitar riff for your morning show. Shouldn't it be like maybe something operatic to get you up for the morning?
That was my thing. Here, Hack Ride, I don't know if he's still in the chat. He made a typical morning show entrance. I told Kai, we're going to go with the Hack Ride. And no, I want my intro. You know what? Fuck it. Let's wake them up with that bullshit. Not my style, but hey, like, who gives a flying fuck about a Mary, Mary had a little lamb? Because that's what I think about when I hear Mary, Mary, and phony baloney and all this other bullshit.
It really does confuse the brand of what the show is.
See, like Rochi says, Lou is making some good points and being honest and respectful. So I think Joey has nothing to worry about. Well, maybe the Newports can be a problem. I don't know who the Newports are, but it is what it is. Like I said, I'm not here to shit talk Joey.
I'm going to be honest. I know Joey pretty well. He's going to have a problem with you being on here
Oh,
and
he is.
talking
I already
with
know
these
it.
people.
He
He might just.
He seems to have
after
a
while,
problem.
after he calms down, he's going to probably ask you to come back.
He is going to see it as a problem, like I'm betraying him. No, this isn't about betrayal, Joey. It's about, you know what? As a man can't keep his tongue quiet for so fucking long. You know, I tried. I did the show last Thursday with fucking Kai, and frankly, I was bored every fucking minute because this man is, yeah, Joey, that's right, Joey. Quit kissing fucking ass. Like, fucking for real, dude. Be a fucking man and don't kiss ass.
To be honest.
Sorry to interrupt this exclusive Dabble Story interview. I actually had to step away for a bit, but to say that if you look, and we can really dissect that if you guys wanted to for educational purposes, Kai is using textbook make people like you psychology. Like he's literally reading books, self-help books and motivational books about how to make people like you. Probably even pulling from Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power, I'm sure. That's about as base as you get. It's in everything he says. And he exhibits worth. He's constantly exhibiting his, you don't see me quoting because I'm not on camera, worth. And he's yesing everything because everyone loves a yes man.
I don't. I think that's why I didn't get far in my life as a management, because I wasn't going to kiss no one's ass. I could have been further along in my Kmart days.
No. I think there's
if
more
I would have been a brown
noser.
noser. But I'm not doing that. I'm going to let my talent speak for myself. See, there's the difference. Am I the most talented? These are Joey C's motherfucking words. On air and off air. Lou is the talent. Lou brings it. Kai, you're a nerd. You are like politically correct. So that tells you ain't got it, motherfucker. You never will have it. You was a hack. You're worse than Jason Bardot. I should have listened to Jason Bardot, because at least Jason Bardot was onto something by saying you was a hack. But I gave you the benefit of the doubt.
Goddamn.
Benefit. At least Jason knew how to run with fucking
Jason
voices and all other kinds of shit. Unlike you fucking can't pull a voice off to save your ass. But you try. Oh, I want to go fly with butterflies and putty. The fuck are you trying to be Indian for, you fucking hack?
His French
what are you
voice
gonna do next on the
thing
Joey
really
Scene
disturbs me.
Network? Are you going to have morning show competing up against him?
What was that? I got confused by something else.
Well, wait, hold on, Dabble. Before you ask that question, what are
you going to do next
let me
on
just
on the Joey
am I
C
not
Network?
heard? Am I on mute or something?
No, I hear you.
Okay, let me ask before you ask that.
No,
question,
I hear you.
Let me explain something to those listening who think, "What's going on here? Is everything good? Is everything squashed?" Everything is everything, man. Number one, Lou wanted to say something, wanted the space to say something. Always will give the space because we're great people. We're the good guys, obviously. See, I'm exhibiting my worth. You see what I'm doing? I'm signaling my virtue. But anyway, we will. Yeah. It's a true story. It's true. We will give the space. Lou is not here to shit talk Catalano TV. Lou has done nothing but talk about his loyalty, allegiance to, not using those words, I'm exaggerating, but his loyalty and allegiance to Catalano TV in our personal talks the last 2 days. I'm sorry. The only thing possible Joey C could be mad at you for, if anything, because Kai's mad about it, and that's what he'll push, is giving back our content. Oh no, I don't think Joey's going to be upset about that.
Funny thing.
So I just wanted to make that clear, that this is just not an attack on Joey
The
C.
only reason I gave it back was because
Mm.
Damien asked me to.
Well, that's what you said. You said Damien
Well,
had
thank
to
you,
ask.
Damien.
I've been telling that lazy little bitch to ask for like fucking months. And so this is all Damien's fault, is what you're saying. Okay. So and we didn't
Damn
and
him.
we didn't give him this space for the content. It was two totally
Fucking
separate
guy.
things. Like for this, we didn't like say, hey, we'll let you talk about what's going on if you give us our content. Lou did it of his own will. Fucking and then yeah, today we were just having a little laugh about Kai, and Lou was talking about how he hopes this doesn't burn him and Joey because he likes it there. Yeah, when I said we're going live, he said, "Can I pop on and say some words?" And now here we are. So Dabble, this is your chance to build a bridge back somewhere. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Like I said,
What, the
Dabble,
Joey C network?
we're not going to shit talk Joey C or his wife or any other member of that channel. This is fuck Kai Brancaccio.
Except for Kai Brancaccio. And why can't that be? Again, I don't want to
Because
take
let's
his
be
interview.
real. I understand you want to protect your brand, but when you can't even show your fucking face behind the scenes, you're a scary individual.
Yes, when you won't show your face and you're the one causing all the trouble. And that's what I'm saying. Luke earlier was like, fuck Joey, let's go after Joey. And I made a joke. No, be kind to animals. He's in a trap right now by Kai. And I'm using jokey little words here, I would like to be Captain Save-A-Ho for Joey. Okay. That I would rather save the animal from the trap than put him down like Luke wants to do.
If I was to stay with the plan that I wanted, I was going to get Jim on a fucking show with Joey. But I can't bite my tongue. I am not built that way. So,
well, who's giving you all this?
If this burns the bridge, so fucking be it.
Joey or DG?
Just understand.
Or Mrs. C?
Hold on 1 second, Dabble.
Sorry.
Joey, if this gets to you, I want you to understand your phone number, DG's phone number, and even Big Shot's number will be safe with me. I won't give them out. Even your phone number, Kai, will be safe. I don't play in that world. I am not with giving out other people's phone numbers.
I mean, ask yourselves this. Did he give you my phone number? Boom.
And if I really wanted to, I could have.
No.
But I didn't. Even though I was
Don't
pissed
forget,
off
Joey
with this
C
fucking guy.
boxes people all the time by accident. So we've all got those
that's
numbers
the thing.
already.
I already have DG's number,
No
Mr.
point
Big
in you
Shot's
giving them
number.
out.
We have all their phone numbers, but
Ain't
that's
from
not
me.
from Lou. That's from Joey's
Not
stream.
from you, but that's from Joey doxing those numbers out himself.
So, I don't want that to be known because I got a text message the other day from Mr. Big Shot. Hey, did you give my number out to anyone? I'm like, no, I wouldn't give that out without your permission. That's just who I am.
And then actually the other day,
Ski
Ski Mask doxed Joey's number.
Google Voice, and all the numbers were during that point. So that's where we got the numbers from.
Here's the funny thing with this whole situation. Joey brought that stupid bitch-made motherfucker named Ski Mask on the show. Then a few days later, that stupid pink-wearing faggot decides to talk shit to Joey C. For what fucking reason? What, does Ski Mask want clout? Is that all it is? I've always said that from Rip. Back when Jim brought him on this show. Oh, why do you keep bringing this stupid clown on this show?
Hey, I didn't bring him. He brought himself. He kept begging to come back. He wanted to play Dorothy. And then it went sour because I wouldn't let him play Dorothy. It's that simple.
I mean,
he played it too much.
Dude, I think that's the one thing Joey did like about me, too. I told him off Rip, I don't give a flying fuck about a Dabbleverse. What is the fucking Dabbleverse? Who are you motherfuckers following now? Oh, Stuttering John decides to leave? So fucking what? Who gives a shit? Some dumb bambling buffoon who drinks a lot
Well, we've always got
will not be on the internet for a little while. What?
You're talking about Dabble's personal friend here.
I don't give a flying fuck.
That is my
Stuttering
personal
John
friend
came
too.
on last Thursday. I could barely understand the stupid fuck. The stupid fuck seriously worried about someone striking a
Maybe
channel
maybe he was a bit
when
tired just for the
when
time
he
difference.
pulled the fucking video down. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. From Sunday, you dumb fuck. You pull your stupid video down, you make it private, and then you delete it on top of it. What the fuck can they strike, you fucking moron? Like, come on, people. Use your
Well,
fucking
he can
brain.
get striked still, to be honest, because he has docked people's numbers out on the channel,
Yeah.
so he could
But
get
see,
striked
that's
for
different.
that.
You could get a strike for that. Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
But don't sit there and fucking cry about a fucking video that you made private, then deleted. What are they going to link it to? A fucking empty page. For fuck's sake. Use your fucking brain. And you used to work for Howard Stern? Like, Jesus, bro. You people ride so
Barely.
many fucking coattails that y'all niggas are pathetic.
Well, that's the thing with Stuttering John. His job was to be a moron, and everything derives from the Howard Stern school. You know, it's him exploiting others. Another Robert Greene law: exploit others to your advantage, let them do all the work, and exploiting their weaknesses. John was a stutterer. He would ask obnoxious questions to the people, to the celebrities he'd interview. Then, oh, thank you for the
That were
cover.
always
Yeah.
written for him or authored by others.
Yeah, authored by. He was just hosting them. But that's a Kai Brancaccio joke. But
Well, John likes to
then
share
it
the
became
work.
the Whack Pack.
He's a
You know what I
generous
mean?
man.
Because you had John, you had a few others, but then he found really, well, let's go further than a stutterer. Let's get Marfon Mike. Let's get fucking, Wendy the slow adult, etc.
Bro, like, you people are seriously
I've spoken to her, actually.
are sweating a fucking orange, a
She's nice.
potato, and a piece of fucking corn?
Wait a minute. The potato's my mentor, so maybe don't disrespect him.
Okay, let me ask you this. Have you seen his real face besides that stupid potato mask? See, it's one thing if you're doing it
I've
as
seen
a
a picture.
bit,
He's Kai Brancaccio.
but if you seriously hide behind the potato,
Have you
because,
seen
know,
Kai's real
hey,
face, though?
I've already said no, and that's the sad part. We supposed to be boys, right?
It's weird. Weird.
Yeah.
He's an agent, dude.
I don't need.
Oh, I don't work for the man.
Stop
I just
Asian
have to
hate.
let
Stop
everyone know.
Asian hate.
Oh no.
So I've never really had to see his face. Like, I have a lot of respect and love for the man. So there'll be one of those things where I was like, I have to see your face.
But
to still
see,
respect
we
him
bring
and
up an
like him.
interesting point here. Is the orange, corn, and potato the same person?
No.
Yes, they're
Unfortunately,
all
no.
Kai Brancaccio.
I've met all
Actually,
three.
no. You know what?
They're all very different
I
people.
believe Cupcake hung out with the orange.
I've
If
seen
I
the
remember that
orange.
story.
He looks like
behind
the
the
I've seen the
scenes.
orange too.
So
I've
they
seen
hung
OJ
out in
too.
real life. So you know what? The orange could slide because he showed his face in real life at a bar
Well-
with an actual person. So he does it as a bit. That was brought up to me
The
too.
question.
Hey, how
I
about
have a question
if I
about
can get the
American
program,
Cupcake.
we
is
come in
what?
as characters? Why do I want to be a character when I could just be myself?
Oh, if
I
you
don't
put on like an
hide from no
afro
one.
wig and like
Well,
nerd
what
glasses with
happened
tape in the middle,
with
that's what you got to do, like a
American
Jerry
Cupcake
curl wig.
yesterday?
Oh, look at JB Floyd is back.
Because
Speaking
Joey
of
C
pride,
fired
with
American
shaking pork
Cupcake the other
pie.
day.
Your face, bitch.
JB
Go buy
loves
some more
you.
Night Creeps merch.
JB loves you. He was the one who was most upset and most annoying of it all too. Because like that was the blowback I had to deal with, was him kept messaging me for like weeks. I'm so sorry that I did that. I didn't mean that. I was just trying to be nice. I love Lou. Why'd he leave? When's Lou coming back? Well, Lou. And I was like, shut up, JB, you fucking pork pie prick.
I think this is the longest you and I have gone without doing shit. Because we've fought before, and it would be a few months, and boom. But I think this time it went the longest, 6 months? give or take.
Well, when I saw you guys had done
Was it that
100
long?
shows just on the one channel, it blew by because I've been super busy with shit, like a lot of shit. So I feel like it was yesterday. It doesn't feel. It feels like the shortest, to be honest. It feels like it just yesterday.
Yeah.
Now you're just being silly.
No, I'm like even finding out when Bobby Peden said he was gonna die. That I
wouldn't
say 8
worry
months
about being
ago.
called a pork pie. They're British
No,
staple
see,
food.
and
I'll take it
that
as a
was
compliment if anything.
another thing that annoyed me. We found out he died on air. Okay, say your condolences. You got this pussy ass nigga Jake fucking crying on air, like he gave a flying fuck about Bobby P. Literally a month or two before that, he was shit talking Bobby P.
Yeah.
on air.
Yeah, we know. We had addressed that earlier.
So you're
yeah.
saying there wasn't a real friendship there?
So, you know what? Fences can be mended, but Jesus Christ, dude, you know, it just didn't come off as genuine. Like, I'm sorry, when Jake was here, he just came off as another fucking kiss ass. Can I come on, guys? Like and share.
Yeah.
Like, who gives a fuck,
Yep.
dude?
That's what he does.
Well,
That's his game.
whenever I noticed he was on your show with Kai, he's begged to come on, and he'd always beg.
You
to
know why I
people
would
to
let
give
him on?
money.
You know why I would let him on? So I wouldn't
Because
have
it
to talk.
annoyed Kai.
So I could just go off and fucking go into La La Land on my tablet and do other shit because I was that bored. I get bored easily.
Yeah, I kind of
Jim can
noticed that because
contest to
he would
that.
lead the conversation whenever he's on.
I get bored.
Bored
so
at home.
Oh yeah, that was another one. Oh my god, not original, huh, Luke?
Hey, well, now it's me. I'm in the hot seat.
Like, I might as well get it all out. It is what it is. Have fun with it. Like, yo.
Well, that's
Go
because
at him.
because
Come at him.
we can
Yeah.
we can
The
find
day-
anything to be
Bro.
ammo. I mean,
I swear to God, I sat there when Jim went at him about his wife. I told him, yo, let's go live so you can rebuke this shit, because if you don't, you're going to be the butt of the joke. They're going to be relentless with you.
And you were right because he pushed away. It's typical. If he wants to use that basic "will you like me" psychology, why doesn't he recognize the basic bully psychology in that tactic? If you refuse to respond to something, if I know it gets to you, I'm just going to keep hammering with it and hammering with it and hammering with it. If
The
that's
only
the game
thing
we're playing.
I didn't agree with is when you brought in my friend in one of your tweets, but it was never brought up to me.
What friend?
Bored at work.
oh, did
Did
I
I?
do that?
Yes, you put a tweet out with a video.
Oh, Luke did it.
No, it was under your account. I saw everything you did, even though I had you blocked and you had me blocked.
Maybe I meant bored all day and I hit bored at work.
Oh, you tagged us both. That was the funny thing.
Maybe I was really angry that day then. I
You
don't remember that
probably
at all.
were. But even though that person you don't involve in this bullshit, you leave that out.
Okay.
Come at me all you want. That's fine. I'm a big boy. I'll get
I
you
would
on a
agree
Sunday
with
show.
you, but apparently I didn't agree at the time. I would agree though. Right now, it sounds like a very logical statement you're making.
So, it's just
Sometimes he smokes a lot of weed at night, and he does a couple things that he forgets.
Yeah, then sometimes I do things and I forget about them late at night. I get high and I accidentally nuke channels.
I mean,
Since Dabble may or may not know, it wasn't me. I didn't nuke the channel. I did get high and forget.
I mean, I love you
Yeah.
regardless, Jim.
Well, you nuked his channel too?
No, I don't. I've never nuked anybody's channel. I've nuked
Nah.
their existences.
Oh,
I
you
do
know,
have
the-
one
the-
copyright strike, but that's not according to Jim.
Oh, and here's another fucking person. Fuck you, Tubby. If you wish I was dead, bitch, your karma's gonna be you're gonna die with a big fat cock in your mouth.
That would be a heaven for him.
Yeah, he
Oh,
probably
oh
like
well,
that.
if he
Yeah,
likes to
he
suck
can't
cock,
wait.
that's his
Like Jim
prerogative.
Norton.
But bitch, don't ever wish death on me, motherfucker, because I will slap the piss out your mouth, bitch.
It's going a little
This
far.
ain't no fun and games, motherfucker.
Now
you
that
fat
he wouldn't
fuck.
like because he is a big fan of drinking urine. So if you slap the piss out of his mouth, he would be upset.
You know, you want to be like your boy Gino Bukaki? By all means, you could try it, but you're trying it with the wrong motherfucker. Like I said, I see shit. Even though I block you motherfuckers, I can still see shit.
Yeah, when you have
Well, in the
15
spirit of
accounts,
friendship,
it's-
will you unblock me on Twitter?
I'll think about it.
Well, I
You
think
gotta-
that's very
I've
You
been
fair.
gotta
nothing but
earn it.
nice to you, buddy.
half of a
I've
bleach.
heard you
I
talk.
mean, I've said today that you were probably the one thing that holding the Lou and Kai show together. Now you're gone. I don't know if you've noticed this, but it's became shorter and shorter because they can't do a show.
And that's why I didn't want to go back. Because I knew I was the fucking glue. I may not be the best, but god damn it. And you Bill Baloney fucking clown motherfucker. Yeah, I don't read the best. I never claimed to read the best. But let's be real, dip face. Get back in your truck and go deliver my products, bitch.
What kind of products does he deliver?
Who fucking knows
I mean,
he's a
Bill
truck
ain't gonna
driver?
appreciate that.
I don't give a fuck who appreciates anything.
Candy.
This is what the fucking people don't get. I keep it real. I don't fucking know you. I never brought you up. But you want to sit there and bring me up, bitch? You don't fucking know me. I
You
keep
put
my
yourself in
beef
the line of
to
fire
a
when you kind
specific
of went with
circle.
Joey C, though, and you kind of went after me.
I never went after you. I only went after you because Kai was doing it.
Well, the entire
That
network did.
retarded. Like, I personally don't even
Look,
know
I would
you
agree.
enough.
You're the best. You were the what's the word I want to use? You were someone there who wouldn't go after me, but you're still part of the team necessarily.
I
if
get
Kai's
that
going
part.
after me and you're part of the team, and you're going to
Which,
get
you know what?
you're going to get in the fire.
That's the
essentially.
situation. That's the thing. You're guilty by association with some circles. Okay, fine. But again, if you're gonna come after me, don't bring up the fucking tooth because I have all my teeth except one, and my tooth fell out.
And it wasn't that good of a tooth anyway.
I'm missing a few actually from the back.
Oh, I'm missing one in the back bottom now.
I think
It's
maybe
no
you
good. I
shouldn't
hate it.
mention that because now people are going to start using that.
See, that's what they want to do. You got that stupid "no one loves onions" fucking patty melt doofus fuck. Oh, he highlights my mouth. Like, damn dog, you want to see the inside of my mouth so bad?
Pat Melton has fake teeth. But
Pat
listen,
Melton is a fake himself.
guys, keep
His wife left him for another fucking lover. Get the fuck, dude. If you can't keep your wife in check, nigga, you have no business coming after me.
his wife was no. Look, guys, I actually have to run. Luke, you shut it off when you want. You guys enjoy. This was a wonderful time. I can't wait to listen to the rest later on. Lou, talk to you later.
See you later, Jimmy Grins.
Joey C Network. We just teasing, Luke and I. We just make jokes, and it's all because of Kai. Kai started the war, and we're just playing along. That's all. So we'll still be trolling your network, Luke and I. It had nothing to do with Lou. That's all there is to that. There was a personal matter between Lou and I that had nothing to do with the trolling. The trolling of you has to do all with Kai. I promise you that, and it will continue as long as Kai keeps being a stupid little bitch. So I'll see you guys around. Whatever.
He
Luke,
wants to use the term "stugats." He ain't even
Yeah.
come up with the fucking term. Someone else did.
He is one
But
of
yet,
those
you know,
words. The Kitardus erectus is what he is. And Dabble, I hope your interview goes well, and I will see you guys soon.
See, what you have to learn in this fucking stupid game of YouTube, it's ride the wave while you
interview all
can
of a
ride
sudden
it.
now, but thank you.
It's going to bring more eyes to your channel. Did I agree that maybe we shouldn't have went after him, after people? A little bit, but at the same time, I wanted to. So every now and then, I would go after Pucus and Grindle and Pebble. Like, he seriously wanted to call Pebble fucking Urkel because he wore some glasses and had a button up all the way up buttoned up. Really? That's not even.
Well, he's wanted to call Dela the Enola Gay. That was his name for him, and I was like, it's pretty stupid that you.
Here's the funny thing.
Just because he was in the Air Force, yeah. It's
Called,
gay.
Okay, see, my problem with Dela is quit.
There was other insults thrown around.
Oh, and this goes to you too, Dabble. Quit asking people to thank him for his service. Make your point. Yo, I served in the military. When it's Veterans Day, you're a veteran, even though you did nothing, because you didn't go to war. You just served. So, you know what? That's when you get your appreciation.
Still counts.
Still, he served, you know.
But your appreciation is on that day. See, I could sit there and say, I have a fucking grandfather who served in World War II.
Well, I should clear this up. Dela's never actually asked for any appreciation. He doesn't.
And I had my father who served in Vietnam. Where's my appreciation towards my dead family members?
Yeah,
Luke's father was in the service.
And thank you for
but
that.
You don't hear Luke begging for it. No,
Dela served in the military. He may have not been deployed. And I think he's due some respect. Dela personally, he doesn't like this sort of attention, but I thought it was very. I thought it was very mean of the Joey C Network, because when Dela would go on there, and they would treat him like shit. He's my friend.
But see, if they're treating him like shit, it must be for another reason.
Your country.
Remember, there's always a reason why
someone treats him like shit.
Hey, if they don't like him, that has nothing
some
to do
respect,
with
though, especially if he served the country. That's nothing to do with you, but you understand my position is like, he served the country that you live on. He's due a little bit of respect. You might not like him, but at least be courteous.
I had an order at the door, so I don't know what you said. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm not trying to be rude. I had a Walmart.
I had a good point there. It just completely it went away. I was saying, okay, Dela served in the Air Force. He may have not seen action, but because of his service to your country, he's due some respect. So you could at least be courteous over there. I'm not saying you, Lou. You've never made fun of Dela's service or been disrespectful to the individual, but I feel they should give him some modicum, a little bit of respect.
Here's my motto. Why should I disrespect someone I don't know? That should be everybody's motto. I don't know you. Why should I disrespect you? Oh, because I'm in this stupid Dabbleverse, I have to disrespect people?
No.
Fuck this Dabbleverse. That's my motto.
But
Fuck it.
Like you want to get out
just
of
like I was the same.
Honest, Lou.
Luke can contest. I was the same way with this compound media bullshit. I wasn't in it. I don't give a fuck about it. And I told them all to suck my dick too. I keep it real.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I keep it real. I don't care for half the comedians you people like. They're not funny to me.
I'm worried what the blowback will be with the Joey C Network.
Yes, the blowback is going to come because of his network, which is fine. But again, that's because of the way that they carry themselves. They are enjoying some of this bullshit. I don't care for it.
What do you mean they enjoy like the attention they get?
Yes, attention. If it brings you attention, that's what you want. You find a way to ride attention coattails. I personally don't care for that type of attention. You want to know where my attention came from? TV, movies. That's the attention I like because that's the thing that I enjoy.
Yeah.
But will I partake in a conversation about something?
American Cupcake got fired the other day from the Joey C Network. Was that? Do you think that was out of attention? Joey C fired him.
But see, I believe that's just a stupid ass mistake because Cupcake was told by supposedly Obnoxious John, yeah, that's me in the back. So Obnoxious John fucked Joey in a sense. Not Joey, fucked Cupcake by saying, yeah, that's me. He pops in with the stupid picture thumbnail saying black penis. Ooh, so scary, so damaging. That is nothing. Those are just words. Anyone can type words in a circle. You know, now if it was an avatar sporting milk again, then there's something different.
Yeah, that would have been that would have been trying to take down
Yeah.
the channel completely.
Yeah.
I do know from speaking to American Cupcake is Joey said the reason he fired him was for the comments he made on BW's show comparing him to Phil Elmore by saying Phil Elmore has Joey C syndrome, essentially wanting the attention. And then American Cupcake got fired for that. Then what happened is American Cupcake went on with a show with us, and the next day, Joey C started texting him like, "Okay, I'm sorry, I want you back on the network."
I've seen the tweets. I've seen it. I find that whole situation so dumb. It's so fucking dumb.
Yeah, you wouldn't do something like that.
Like, yo, it ain't worth it. It ain't fucking worth it.
Well, I've had this theory, and I don't know if you'll be able to like comment on this.
I'm not at my computer at the moment, so I don't know about.
But
comments.
I feel like DG may be working in the background, pulling strings. I don't know if you would agree with that or disagree with that.
I can't say because I don't know.
Worm tongue.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because that's between them and their own personal text messages. I'm not in that group.
Yeah.
I'm in the business
of Grim a worm tongue
and stuff like that.
Should be cast out of Rohan.
Why are we doing Lord of the Rings references? I don't understand, Luke, but okay.
That's what
I mean,
DG
if you're going to bring
Whisper.
I made a reference to Luke the other day that he's the Grim a worm tongue of the Dabbleverse.
I mean, if you want to bring,
he seems to always be in somebody's ear.
Oh, but that's just Luke. Luke sees things
DG
from a
is.
whole.
Not me.
Well, you know what? I can't speak on DG. I don't know DG well enough.
DG.
I'm not in everyone's ear. I'm in front of people's faces.
You don't know well enough, but also I don't think you also want DG to have a go at you either.
To go at who? Me?
I don't know. DG wouldn't be happy. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
There's no reason for
DG doesn't seem like the kind of guy who would.
I think he barely even knows who we are. He's not all really with it.
Here's the funny thing, my dude.
Well, he didn't like
Me and DG have more in common than most people realize.
Yeah.
We see things from different perspectives that a lot of people don't. Yeah. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mystery.
And it actually goes the same for Joe.
I mean,
me and Joey have a lot more in common.
What are you going to do at the Joey C network now that you're not working with Kai? You're going to do a morning show that goes up against him?
I thought about doing something like that. But it would be Bro, the day that he got the keys taken away from us, I was reading the chat. The chat's like, yo, go live on your own channel. I could have. But to me, that would have been a bitch move. But now that I think back at it, I should have went live. And I could have went live with Mr. Big Shot. And we probably would have put on a better show on a fucking StreamYard that has no access to anything but the ability to, to go live. Because you know what? I could bring things out of Big Shot that no one else can.
I mean, personally, I think you should. Obviously,
you got to look at the
blow his show out of the water.
Look at everyone's weakness is how I look at it. You know what? Big Shot is shy. But if you tap into the right conversation, he's going to open up and you're going to go back and forth with each other.
Yeah.
Is what you got to look
at. That's kind of like when we had Jake around here. We were trying to like stick to things.
I can't disagree with that one, to be honest, because I was in the chat one point asking Mr. Big Shot political questions, and Kai immediately brought on Jake Hudson and derailed that conversation.
Yo,
I think Spider was getting into something there.
All bullshit. Spider's into that political game. He may not like to talk about it a lot, but he likes it. So that's an avenue that you could tap in, but keep it light and ask the probing questions that are going to get him to answer. He loves sports. He likes to gamble a little bit.
Yeah.
Tap into that aspect. Ride that wave. Don't fucking go with this day in history bit and fucking, hey, I made a funny, no courtesy laugh. I don't claim to be a fucking comedian.
He's also started to do a face history bit today as well.
Bro.
Ooh, throw some knives. Yay! Oh.
Hence why I made the fucking joke earlier. This day in history, Drake was born and no one gave a fuck.
Burn him. Burn him.
You know who gives a fuck about Drake being born? Motherfuckers who like Drake, who are probably on Twitter X saying, "Happy birthday, Drake! Can you please shout me out?"
Stomp him out.
But the thing is, I do agree with you, because it seems like Kai hasn't thought of what the target demographic of his show is. Who's watching this show? It seems like he's just throwing shit at the wall and see what sticks.
You want to know what he's looking at? He literally clipped the fucking piece out of yesterday's show, put it up on the fucking platform, as a premiere or whatever. He got a little over, I think, 100 fucking views, and I read the comments. The comments are like, "Lou left, and we kept this." Look at the fucking comment, dipshit.
Yes.
No one likes it. You got 100 views on it, but what is your retention to it? It's a 4-minute clip. Does that shit have 4 minutes worth of retention behind all the views? Or are they clicking it, seeing how stupid it is, and leaving? Because remember, a view is actually absent if there's no real retention time behind it. I try telling everyone this, but no one wants to fucking listen. YouTube gives a flying fuck about your view count. It is how long you retain your fucking audience.
Mm-hmm. And
So
if you're
you
doing
could
a
put out-
5-hour stream, that percentage also goes down now.
So you would come up with ideas for him to do on the JC network, and they wouldn't do them.
It's not even that I came up with ideas. I'm not the idea person. I just know how numbers work in the background. I have too many friends in this YouTube game who have explained it to me, who are big channels,
Because it
who
feels
make
like
this as their living. So you got to look at it that way. Yo, views mean shit. Oh, we got 347 views. The morning show. We destroyed Patty Melt. Motherfucker, you said shit. You didn't say nothing. What do you get off someone's dick? Get off the coattail. I know I didn't say no words to old goofy boy who loves onions. Every time you tried to get a word in, you were cut off by someone else. Nigga, you ain't funny. You make no fucking valid points. Your field is, you're good with probably numbers. You may have a few good ideas, but you don't know how to deliver the idea.
I like that statement.
What's that? You broke up. Dabble, you're breaking up. Well, all right then. I'll keep talking to myself. I think Luke stepped away to go do some real rock and rolling.
Like, I can't disagree. Like, I feel like Kai is probably the worst thing on that show at the moment. And these ideas he seems to have aren't that interesting.
Yo, this day in history could have probably been a better bit.
I mean, now.
If, you said Kai's the worst thing on that network.
Hello?
Yes. So look at it like this.
Yeah,
the one thing I'll give fucking Luke and Jim. The one thing I'll give Luke and Jim is they'll work a bit, but they tell each other about the bit so they don't stumble over it. Now, if the bit lands, it lands. that is up to the audience people. Me, I'm not a bit person. I don't care for bits. I don't want to write a bit because I don't claim to be a comedian. If I say something funny, it'll be once in a blue fucking moon, and these gentlemen can contest to that.
But sometimes it's explosively funny. So,
but see, I don't claim to be funny. You know, you're tagging your episode as comedy, satire, and all this and that. Yeah, okay, you could be the satire, but you're not the comedy. You're not the funny. And
yeah.
You're tagging a whole bunch of motherfuckers on Twitter, bro. It ain't bringing the eyes. You're just annoying people.
That's what starts to happen.
Well, is that one of the reasons you went to the Joey C network, was to get more viewership?
No. Joey C asked us to be a part of the network. I said, fine. No big deal. I'm cool because, you know, Joey C gave us he broke down some things behind the scenes that I was cool with. I never really wanted to go over there just yet because I'm not a dick rider. That was someone else's plan from a jump. He wanted to go over there.
So Kai was the one who essentially said yes, he wanted to go there.
Yes. I was fine doing the show.
I also do know that Kai is making merch as well, so he seems to be quite involved there.
What kind of merch does he want to fucking make? You don't show your face. What are you going to do? Make a morning show merch with Kai and friends?
I do know he's making mugs and stuff. I don't know. I don't know what he plans to make. Cause...
I got the opinion of some other folks. And I told them this. I go, yo, this thumbnail is fucking hideous and stupid. Oh, no, this is the thumbnail. It's got colors. What, a fucking lemon slice peel? And an espresso?
I love that.
That is the magical thumbnail? This is what we want people to come to?
Well, yeah, he seems to have this idea. He just throws something together and it's a good idea necessarily.
But yet I was holding you back. Me.
There's no rhyme or reason
holding you back. Yeah, you know why I held you back? Because half your shit was stupid.
No one's ever given him constructive criticism before, at least early in his creative. So, you know, when people say certain things, he just always sees it as, you're just an asshole. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm so creative. Blah, blah, blah. But you sometimes have to listen a little bit to the audience, slightly.
I've made him. I told him off rip, yo, you want to do a show with guests? Do it. I don't need to be there.
Oh yeah, you do. If he's gonna do a show, he needs someone there who can actually do a show.
Yeah.
So that he can just sit back and be like a third mic on his own show and try to poke other people to do things. And that's pretty much what he's doing all the time.
Again,
he's trying to be like a ringleader.
Like, yo, he had the balls to sit there and say, you ain't the boss. I'm like, I am the boss. This is the Lou and Kai morning show.
G, lowercase.
You know, I'm not called the God for a reason because I'm a God. I wear the name well. And that was another thing that was
for a
brought
while
up in
the show was broadcast on your channel.
Yeah, you know, and then he would download them and put them up on his channel. Like, that's just stupid.
I was confused by that because I didn't know if that was originally, if it was streamed on his channel or was it streamed on yours, or maybe you were simulcasting it.
No, it's not even simulcast. It's just it will go up on mine because, you know, I have the free version of StreamYards. I don't have a paid version. If I had the paid version, it would have been up on Twitter. Oh, look, we're going through hyperspace. It would have been up on Twitter, but honestly, it wouldn't be on Twitter because I don't fucking tweet. I don't tweet. Twitter for me is just
You don't
Get
seem to be active on Twitter. Well, before you blocked me.
I'm not active on Twitter. They know that.
Yeah.
I'll do a few retweets here and a
Obviously, I
few
do have to
retweets
ask.
there. Oh
Yeah,
goddamn! You know what? Let me go to fucking Twitter and
Yeah.
unblock you because you sound like a little baby. Cause you blocked me.
What?
Sound like fucking Jake.
Who, me?
Oh my god.
No. I just thought we were being friendly here. In the spirit of friendship, we can unblock each other.
Oh, you blocked me too? Ooh,
I don't want enemies out there, Lou.
There. You're not blocked no more, Dabble.
But was that like a man?
Let me go
at the
down
Joey
to...
C network, you have to like not mention these people, block them, or is that your own decision essentially?
It was my decision. I thought I had Balon blocked.
Because
all right,
I mentioned on the show yesterday is like we can't mention these people's names anymore. They can't be mentioned, unmentionable. We can't mention Jim Grindle, Dabble Story, no names.
Oh, because that's the...
And he said Joey C told him that.
That's the world that they want to live in. I don't live in that world.
Yeah.
I live in the world where if I want to block you, I'm gonna block you. It's my choice. Not no one else's choice. Do you have to run, Luke? Is that what you're trying to say?
I gotta get going. So we're gonna bring this to an end. This was a great interview. This was a fun time. Thank you, Lou, for coming on, and Dabble Storian for
I'm looking forward. I look forward to getting my keys back, Luke.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Wow. What a world we live in, folks.
Well, you're always welcome at the Dabble Storian network, Lou.
Here's the funny thing.
Know what's gonna happen over here on the DJR network, you see? It's just
who would have known I would have came back? You know who? My wife knew. Because my wife knows me and Jim, we argue and then we become friends again. It's the fucking roller coaster of Lou and Jim. It's been
You're like an
that
old married couple, essentially. You and,
me and
Lou and Jim.
10. It's probably been 12 years now. That's just how it is. You see, this is the comment that was made the other day. The real Opie and Anthony is actually me and Jim, not me and Kai.
There you go.
Me and Jim have broken up to
which
make
one's
up
Anthony
so many
and which
times.
one's Opie then?
See, that's the $1 million question. I can't answer that because I never even heard of Opie and Anthony until fucking with Jim and Luke and them. So I never.
Because Jim wasn't a
Can
fan.
you do
of
any
them,
impressions
so
though?
I don't even know what they sound like.
No. Because Anthony was the one who did impressions.
You can't do a single impression. Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, then I guess I'm the Anthony because I'm the impression person. Jim was more of Jim.
I guess you are. Yeah, you are. You do. Well, you do voices. Yeah. You do. You do like accents.
I do the stupid voices that are out of this fucking insane world that my wife hates.
So he's a Jim Norton, really. It's like different characters that he does in his life too. See,
he's the Chip Chipperson.
The funny thing. The funny thing will be once Stone, Damien. I'm not worried about weed and hear that I came back on the show. I could see Stone now. That motherfucker's back.
We're gonna get the blowback from everybody. But thank you, everyone. Have a good afternoon. Have a good day, and we'll see you next time. Remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell.
See ya.
We're gonna do some crazy weird shit.
The real way to say it, ladies and gentlemen, and if you would like to comment, you could do it below me.
Below me, below